like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all of our YouTube videos. Ring that notification bell for all of our new viewers. You know what I'm saying? So you do not miss any of this great content. As well as hit the like button, wipe your feet before you enter this house. You know what I'm saying? And you guys want to show your love to the podcast, y'all can do so by going through our Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, PayPal at Broderick Masters. You know what I'm saying? To send your love to the page. As well as you guys want comments read, y'all can go ahead and hit that super chat, super comment button as well. If you have a comment you want read, because I will not be able to see everything, will pop up right on my screen. I can get that comment read if y'all choose to do the super chat, man. Appreciate y'all coming here. Let's get up all the people in here. We got over 10 people, so we should have over 10 likes. Let's go through some of the comments. Mrs. Hope is, moderating tonight. We got, I'm saying, my man Bubba said the cone of all cones is me mugging. Appreciate you, Bubba. The speaker box, man. Welcome to the pull-up show, man. Appreciate you coming through, my man. Get your shine on. Thomas Talented said, Duncan out there changing the whole flow of Miami offense, and Denver has no answer off that bench for Duncan. Hence, I said that him in love. Denver is in trouble. 1-1 going back to South Beach. Yes, sir. Mrs. Hope said, welcome to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Please hit that like button, as she says, man. Shout out to my man Herm. He said, salute, pull up. Yes, sir. Salute to my man Herm. Mrs. Flores, appreciate you coming through, Mrs. Flores. Salute to you in the chat. My man Sammy the man. Welcome to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Yo, yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into it, man. Get these likes up and sit back, relax, and enjoy what we have going on right now. Let's talk about it, man. Last night, the Miami Heat pulled off a victory over the Denver Nuggets of a score of 111 to 108, right? A nail biter went all the way to the very end. I ended up watching the game over this morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning. I watched the game again. That's why I didn't go live last night, because I wanted to look at a few things, because I wanted to see some extra stuff, Denver did, and, what they can adjust to, and also what Miami can adjust to as well, going into game 3, which is going to be a pivotal game for both teams. I mean, when you talk about if it's a must win, it's pretty much a must win for both teams, because you can say for Miami, it's a must win because if they go back to Denver and they're 2-2 or 3-1, people may say, okay, well, the series is over. But if Denver loses, of course, 2 of these next games in Miami, it's pretty much the same thing on Miami side where they got the series under control. So both teams are going to be scratching and clawing for this game 3 and, beyond. Let's go through some of these statistics, man, because we got a lot to talk about. Watching last night's game, I saw a lot of things, both team-wise and actual player-wise as well, that really was eye-popping out. But looking at the numbers, as far as the shooting, Miami shot better for the 3. They shot 48%, a hell of a lot better than game 1, which that was a big, very big indicator that this was going to be a good game for Miami. Denver shot, better from the, 2-point, and they also out-rebounded Miami 38 to 31. They out-rebounded them in game 1 as well, but not by much. Denver's not killing Miami on the boards, but nonetheless, they got more size inside, which kind of, factors into why they're getting they're in the rebounding battle. Assists went to Miami because of all the shots they were making. They were pretty hot from the field. Max Strus, started off hot early. Duncan Robinson was hitting shots in the fourth quarter. Gabe Vincent, once again, showing how he's, being a big piece to this team, hitting shots. On the defensive end, the blocks went to Miami, steals went to Denver. Not too much high on either side. It's kind of just part of the game as it was going. So really not too much to look into that. But what's weird is the turnovers had more on Denver's side than Miami, but yet they have more steals. So that shows you their turnovers based off of, offensive fouls on Denver, other calls that didn't have nothing to do with them, like getting the ball taken from them. Right, a lot of mental errors from Denver, if you want to be candid about it. Points in the paint went to Denver, which they actually exploited because of Jokic, his explosive scoring game last night, having over 40 points, which actually we're going to talk about how that can actually be a negative for Denver and a positive for Miami. Personal fouls went to, surprisingly, surprisingly to Denver, but it felt like Miami got the calls at the most important times, right? So all in all, a pretty good game all the way. Hit the like button as y'all come in here. Shout out to my man Tuning Sports saying, "Well, Miami finally got to the line." Yeah, that was the big thing. Tuning Sports, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all coming in here. Andrea Sandoval says, "Salute NBA fans." This is a Nugget fan right here. So as I look at the stats, if you look at it from, just by looking at it, like reading it, you would think, okay, well, it's a pretty even match game. Or, Denver seemed to get more of the discrepancy and difference. They got more discrepancy on the rebounds and the points in the paint. So how did they end up losing? Well, it wasn't the amount of numbers that they had in favor over Miami. It was the fact that Miami got the stops when they really matter. Like, there was a point where Miami was down by, I think, 13, 15 points in the second quarter. They started off the game pretty hot, and then they started, trailing, and then they fought back in the third quarter, and then they were able to hold on at the end. That's what happened. So let's kind of talk about the individual numbers that were going on with both teams. Let's start with Denver, man. Let's start with the team that actually lost last night. So let's start with the home team. And these are the numbers of all the players of the Denver Nuggets. Y'all can take a close look at it if y'all would like. But I'm gonna kind of pick apart, what I saw with Denver that was eye-opening. Once again, Michael Porter Jr. is really showing really what he is, man. Which he's a talented 6'10", athletic wing, but he gets jump happy entirely too much. I mean, this dude again was 2 for 8 from the field. What was he, 5 for 16 in game one? Now what I'll give him credit for, he's gonna keep shooting. He ain't finna stop shooting the ball. No matter how many times, he breaks, go 1 for 6 from 3. I mean, he's taking away opportunities from other players to, shoot the ball. Guys like Caldwell Pope, guys like Bruce Brown, guys like, hell, even what's that dude named Christian Brown? The dude that had 15 minutes, Jeff Green. Like, if you're going to keep clanking shots, you might want to, swing the ball to another open player because you're not hitting Michael Porter is showing what he really is. So if he plays like this at home, what you think is going to be like on the road? Just saying. Aaron Gordon had a pretty, I won't say quiet night, but he was under control. He was efficient from the field, shooting 5 for 7 from the 2 and 2 for 2 from the 3, but he wasn't really like dominant. Like, the mismatch, wasn't like it was in game one, and the adjustment they make, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But Aaron Gordon was not dominant, and especially inside on the interior, and there's a reason for that. But he was efficient from scoring the ball, but he didn't get out of control. He had 38 minutes. So that's kind of what you want in Miami's favor. Now, as far as some of their bench players, like, Jeff Green and Bruce Brown, Jeff Green to me is just somebody that's right there. Like, he's one of these guys have to, actually start, creating more offense. Bruce Brown is just more so, settling for 3-point shots and, harder, difficult shots than he was in the Lakers series. I think it was a little bit easier for Bruce Brown in the Lakers series to make more of an impact than it is in this Miami series. I think that, he's more settling for outside shots. Christian Brown, gave him an energy last night as well. He's been kind of like that the whole season. Like, he's their energetic guy. So he brings, hustle and defense. He got his hands on a lot of balls, no pun intended, last night, at the game. So He's gonna bring that effort. He's a rookie, so he's playing with nothing but energy. Caldwell Pope was inefficient last night, did not shoot the ball well, but he's going to continuously be in his role because, Denver trusts him and he's the starting shooting guard of the team. But all in all, man, just the role players were just, they were average last night. They weren't great. They were average. Now, the two stars, Jamal Murray was held under control last night. He had less than 20 points. There's a reason for that as well, as you guys all know why. We're going to get in that in a minute. But, Jamal having 18 points is not something that I think the Nuggets really wanted. I think they wanted him somewhere between, 25 and 30 plus. But he was not getting off the way he wanted to get off. He did have 10 assists, he had 10 assists, which I don't really feel like that's truly his game. He can do it, but he'd rather score the ball. So Miami took away his scoring ability and made him into a facilitator, and they actually took away Jokic's facilitating ability and made him into a scorer. As y'all can see, 41 points. What I will give Jokic credit was he took what the defense gave him and he exploited matchups against, guys like Bam Adebayo, Cody Zeller, and company, right? So Jokic showed an aggressive side last night. He did everything he could to keep Denver in the game and actually allowed them to win. But as I told y'all before, Jokic in the fourth quarter, that's not his quarter. That's Jamal Murray's quarter. So if you got Jokic trying to, is he the primary scorer, then you're in pretty good hands. You're in very good hands if you look at Jokic as the primary scorer because, he really doesn't want to score, in my opinion. He wants to really, facilitate and get guys open shots. So if you got him being a facilitator, you got Jamal Murray being a facilitator, you're in good hands if you're Miami. So I saw Jamal kind of be just average last night. And that was a big reason why the game was under control for the most part. Right. So let's look at Miami, what happened with their side as well. Let's see. I'll continue to hit the like button. So a few things. Number one, they shot the ball much better. I mean, you damn near shot 50% from the field, and that starts off with Max Strus last night, hitting his first four 3-pointers in the first half. Was very key, as we saw in game one. He was pathetic. He was 0 for 9 from the 3-point line. And I said to myself, if this guy goes, has another donut, meaning that if he doesn't hit a 3-point shot in this game or he's like inefficient, then I'm going to be, eager to probably bench him. Right. He shot 4 for 10 from the 3, which is 40%. So I'm not really tripping on that. But he got his rhythm going. He didn't lose confidence. Had 14 points in 29 minutes. Not bad. Also, another adjustment. We looked at the adjustments Miami made in game 2. Like we talked about that on the last show. And one of the adjustments we said was Kevin Love needs to be starting. So they automatically started Kevin Love. And that's what propelled the Heat to go on that 22-12 run in the first quarter. Right, because now you give an adjustment. Remember, the playoffs are about making adjustments. So when you bring Kevin Love in to guard Aaron Gordon, that allows Jimmy Butler now to guard Jamal Murray. So that was the key move that Spoelstra did to allow to allow Jimmy to guard Jamal Murray. And I think it was a great move because now you're pretty much everybody's in place now. No one's out of whack. You know what I'm saying? You don't have this small lineup where Aaron Gordon is, dominating, inside. You put a 6'10" Kevin Love in who has size, who can, rebound the ball, who does outlet the ball, who can hit, spread the floor. He's just more of an asset, in this series against Aaron Gordon. Right. So that was the two big adjustments on defense. And we look at some of these role players, man. We look at guys like Gabe Vincent, man. He has proven that he is built for the big moments. He has Miami written all over his sleeve. He's built for these type of moments. He takes big shots. He's not afraid of the pressure, the moment. There was a nice and one he got in the second half in the third quarter when Miami was down by, I want to say 10 points. They could have quit when they went down by, I think, close to 20 points in the second quarter. They could have easily quit, giving up that 12, 14 point lead in the first quarter. They could have easily quit after that, but they chose to continue to fight. And I think Gabe Vincent has that fighting spirit. All of them in Miami have that fighting spirit. So he keeps hitting, key shots, shooting 8 for 12 from the field, 4 for 6 from the three, had 23 points, man. He led the team in scoring. So all in all, Gabe Vincent had an all-around great game as far as scoring the basketball. And then you look at guys like, Duncan Robinson. Oh my gosh, to have 10 points in the fourth quarter, to get Miami rolling was huge. Like, this was a group win. This was a game where, you know, their whole team, they needed everybody to come in. They needed Duncan Robinson to come in. They needed Gabe Vincent to come in. They needed Kevin Love. They needed Bam. They needed Jimmy Butler. They needed everybody. This was a group effort on both sides of the ball. But Duncan Robinson is really showing, he's impressing me, because one thing is not that he's just scoring 10 points, it's how he's scoring those points. Putting the ball on the floor, pulling up from mid-range, the confidence on his shot. We all knew he can shoot, but he's also putting the ball on the floor. And then you see this standstill picture right here shows that he has a swagger. Because remember, Robinson lost his starting spot this season. Right? He lost his starting spot, I think, to Max Strus. So now he's still coming off the bench, but he's still playing the way he needs to be playing. So I'm actually looking at this guy, Duncan Robinson, as, he's becoming a big piece to this series, and I expect him to continue his in Miami. But great game from Duncan Robinson last night with 10 points in the fourth quarter, and 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three. Now let me look at the two big guns, and that's Jimmy and also Caleb Martin had 3 points. Like, look, I think, like Unc said, that Caleb Martin's still dealing with that illness. I think he'll be fine going back to Miami. But yeah, he's definitely dealing with an illness right now. So at this point, we'll have to see what happens when he goes to Miami. I think he'll be 10 times better. I think he'll still be starting. So, he should be fine. And he also he had a big 3 in the fourth quarter. So that was something that they needed. But there are two big guns, Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. Let's talk a little bit about them. Now, I said after I think it was game 1. Yeah, game 1, I said that Adebayo, he can be the key to this series. I think he is the key to this series. He's been the best player the first 2 games for Miami. He's been the more consistent on both sides. He's had the biggest responsibility dealing with Jokic, but he's held his own. People, including myself, looked at Adebayo, especially in the play-in tournaments, like, man, this guy, he hasn't gotten better on the offensive end since he really came into Miami. He's not really skilled. He's not really polished. He tends to go left a lot, tends to, do the same move. Doesn't really have an offensive, game inside the post. He just doesn't really have it. Drop step, dunking, look, baby hook shot, circular drive to the mid post, shooting a little hierarchy shot. That's kind of what his game is. He's not really big on the footwork, nothing like that. But he's, super athletic, and he's also, physical. So I think, even dealing with Jokic can't do nothing with Bam Adebayo, because, people say Jokic had 41 points. Well, Adebayo has been, getting whatever shot he wants in this series. So I think that, cements the fact that Jokic, they're hiding him on defense. So every time somebody drives on Miami to the basket, Jokic is backing up because he doesn't want to get caught, trying to guard one of the, the quicker small fours, or one of the, the guards, or even Bam. So that's something that Miami exploited. They're making Jokic work on defense. So Adebayo keep doing what he's doing, because he's going to continue to get the shots that he wants. And then finally, Jimmy Butler. We got to talk about him. This is what I'll say about Jimmy. Make sure you guys continue to hit the like button for y'all that come in here. I had my thoughts of Jimmy at first. Coming into the game, I'm like, is it me or Jimmy still being conservative? Is he still being, standoffish? He's still like not really, choosing to, put his foot on the gas. I feel like we're going to have to come to the realization and the truth that Jimmy Butler is not going to change. He's going to continuously be who he is, what he is, how he is. He's going to continuously do what he's been doing to get Miami to the specific position he's done the last 4 seasons, which is 3 conference finals and now 2 NBA finals. It is what it is. This is who Jimmy is. So for the first 3 quarters, Jimmy Butler had 13 points yet again. So I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, is this guy going to have another teen game, less than 20 points, bro? Like, is it going to be another 15-point game, 13-point game from Jimmy? But then as I looked deeper into the game, I was actually watching. I'm like, okay, well, he's actually guarding Jamal Murray. So because he understands that Jamal Murray is the head of the snake. He is the person that Denver goes with. People say Jokic is the head of the snake. When I look at head of the snake, to me, that means the person that if you let this person go off, how much of an effect does it help the team? So Jokic, if he goes off for 40 points like he did last night, I've seen the Denver Nuggets still lose games or the games be extremely close. But for whatever reason, when Jamal Murray goes off, it's like it's almost hard for the Nuggets to lose. Because I think what it is the timing of scoring that Jamal Murray has. Like, he'll get his points in the 4th quarter if the game is still close. You see, Jokic get his points more so throughout the game. 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter, very efficient. He'll get points in the 4th quarter, but Jamal Murray is their closer. Right, that's their closer. So when you have Jimmy Butler from the start of the game chasing Jamal Murray around screens, following him when pin down screens, making him feel him, this 6'7" athletic wing guarding a 6'4" guard, like Jamal Murray, and then going on the other end and giving him the business in the 4th quarter. It's tough for the Jamal Murray to overcome that. Like I told y'all yesterday, I said I want to see Jamal Murray what he looks like when he speeds up. I don't want to see him look like when he's chilling or he's relaxed. I want to see what he looks like when he speeds up. Can he continuously have that impact? If Miami's pushing the pace, if Miami's making Jamal Murray have to, get open. Right? That's what I want to see. So I think Jimmy did a great job on Jamal Murray, guarding him the entire game, not allowing him to breathe, and also dealing with what he was doing, dealing with, I think it's, I'm actually in support of what, how they handled the matchup. So going into game 2 and game 3, I'm going to let y'all in. The adjustment for the Denver Nuggets, to me, what they have to do is they have to actually come out with more intensity on both ends. They have to come out with more intensity, because I feel like, and this is kind of tough because their intensity guy, one of their intensity guys is on the bench, and that's Bruce Brown, and the other one's Christian Brown. Like, both of the Browns are on the bench, so the only real intensity guy you have is out there is KCP and Aaron Gordon to an extent. The other guys are like cool, like Jokic, Jamal, Michael Porter. They're like the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? They're not really defensive guys. Michael Porter Jr. has the length and the physical abilities too, but he's not locked in on that side. He's more so just a jump shooter. So it's kind of hard for them to start the game with intensity when their intensity guys are on the bench starting off. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to dig deep and do something they're not used to doing, that's actually playing both sides at a high level, not just the offensive side. Unless you're just planning on your guys to shoot, starting off the game like damn near 80% from the field. That's the only way I see Denver truly like getting the upper hand, because what Miami did yesterday was they jumped out on offense and defense. Their defense is what fueled their offense. And I don't know if Denver can do that because they're not really a defensive team. Like, for all intents and purposes, Miami plays grit and grind defense. They got dogs on the defensive end. Gabe Vincent, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, you know what I'm saying, Caleb Martin. All those guys are dogs on the defensive end. So if you come in there with a lack of intensity, Denver, then it's not going to end well with you, especially going back to Miami now. Like you were at home, now you're going to Miami. So they're going to be more hyped to try to put you away. So they also got to look at it like, okay, well, Miami did something that Denver hasn't done yet. They had another person off that bench to give them a spark. So for Miami, it was Duncan Robinson that gave them that spark in the fourth quarter when they needed the most. It was Gabe Vincent, their role player, giving them a spark. So Miami, that was another adjustment. They were able to use a person to give them some type of spark. You're going to need players to come in and make an impact. So who's that person for Denver to make an impact? Who can come in one of these games and give you a 25-point per game performance like Gabe Vincent can? Who's somebody off the bench that can give you, 10 important points in the fourth quarter like Duncan Robinson can? Who's that player for Denver? Right? Let me look at the players on the list. Who can you guys say Denver can look into and be like, okay, we need 10 straight baskets in a row? You know what I'm saying? Because you got Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, and Christian Brown are your bench players for Denver. They're going 8 deep. So Christian Brown's a rookie. Bruce Brown can shoot. He can get hot. I'm not so sure, if it will happen in this series, but he can stretch the floor. Jeff Green is not really a sharpshooter like that. He can shoot threes, but if it's going to have to first start with Jokic going back to being a playmaker and then Jamal Murray being a scorer, because I don't see how really, if Miami rolls with the same lineup, then it's still going to put Jimmy on Jamal Murray. So really it's just going to have to be about Jamal Murray taking on that challenge and, dealing with Jimmy. Because I can tell you last night he was bothered by Jimmy last night. So that's what it's going to have to come down to. In order for Jokic to be who he is, which is a facilitator, Jamal is going to have to be the scorer and actually have to go at Jimmy. Because I don't feel like they're going to change that adjustment. Why would they? It worked. Right. I want to say something else too. So before I let y'all in, so I said to myself, I was like, "Where's Tyler Herro at?" Because that's another player that if he was playing, he would give Jokic problems, because what Miami did also was they were not getting caught up in the pick and roll with Jamal Murray and Jokic, because now if you call a pick for Jokic, instead of getting Gabe Vincent on Jokic or Kyle Lowry on Jokic, now it's Jimmy going to be Jimmy Butler. So as he's guarding Jamal Murray. So they weren't, and they also ran the 1-2-2 zone last night too in the fourth, which caused some problems, ironically, with that small ball lineup. So it's just so many things that Spo did to kind of just, mess with the Denver Nuggets psyche. But like I said with Tyler Herro, he would be somebody that can give the Nuggets problems, because he can actually break down defenders on defense. Like, the one thing Miami is lacking is they have like a limited amount of playmakers and scorers. They got a lot of shooters, but they have a limited amount of very, very good solid scorers, like who can actually get their points off the dribble. Gabe Vincent, Jimmy Butler are the main two. The other guys are catch and shoot guys for the most part. You know, Duncan Robinson will put the ball on the floor, but he's not breaking really players down like that. Max Strus is a shooter. Caleb Martin, you know, he's developed into somewhat of a slasher, but um, the main guy is the ones I named. Gabe Vincent, Jimmy Butler, but Tyler Herro is another elite ball handler and scorer and shooter. So that would give him problems. But according to a report I saw earlier, it's a possibility Tyler Herro won't be coming back this series because he doesn't want to mess up the flow of Miami. So if that's the case, then you know Denver's pretty lucky. So I want to put that out there. But let me drop this link. I know y'all been in here for a minute. Let me drop this link for y'all. Let's see what y'all got to say. You know, y'all got some good comments. Salute to my man East Oakland, man. Appreciate you coming in here, bruh. He said Reggie Jackson, they best playmaking shot creator as a point. Yeah, outside of Jamal, yeah, he is. But I mean, Michael Malone ain't gonna play him. Well, he might. I mean, who knows? He might, but he's not playing him right now. He's really not playing him, unfortunately. Let's see. Andre said if Denver doesn't stop the threes, the series. Yeah, and that's the thing because Miami shot 48% from the three. See, to me, Miami's a better outside shooting team than Denver, which is not good because they're also a better defensive team than Denver. So it's kind of like that's why I was looking at adjustments for them to make. See, Miami made adjustments because they have the personnel to make adjustments. They put Kevin Love in on Aaron Gordon, and they got Jimmy Butler on Jamal Murray. But you got to look at the roster and the personnel of Denver to see what adjustments you could make. That's why I said the only real adjustment you could do is just play harder on the defensive end, but you're asking for guys who are not used to doing that to take on that role. Guys like Jokic and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. are basically offensive guys. So you're asking your best three guys to come off and be, defenders. Aaron Gordon, it really wouldn't matter because he's not guarding an elite offensive player on Miami. Kevin Love is not there to score. He's there to, guard you. So unless you're gonna get out there and deal with Jimmy or deal with Gabe, then it's pretty pointless, right? What's up, Bruce? What's up, bro?
Hey man, how you doing?
Oh man, great man. How about yourself?
A bit tired, but I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
What you got, bro?
Um. Well, Miami won, and they have to win the two games at home. Um. If Denver wants to play Reggie Jackson, Miami would love that because Reggie Jackson cannot play defense. They already have a defense problem with Michael Porter Jr. And when he doesn't score well, it disappears. I think there was one play. He was just faking like he was running to the Heat player, like he was raising his hands. And I think the coach took a timeout. Um, so I think he was terrible, Michael Porter Jr. on Sunday. He has no defense. When he cannot score, that's all he cannot play defense. And one assist per game. I think that's his average, something like that. One assist, I think. I might be wrong, but I think it's one assist. Um, Aaron Gordon is scared of shooting, so yeah. So I Miami had to win game 3, game 4. They must win all those 2 games. We cannot want for something for Jimmy Butler, then Jimmy Butler doesn't want for himself. I don't think he thinks scores first. He thinks setting up teammates. That's his name, the Butler. He serves. So, um, Strus has to be consistent for the series for the Miami Heat to win, and Duncan Robinson have to play minutes. So the thing is Hero gonna get the minutes from those players? And I think you told me Kyle Lowry, so I don't know. But supposed to I like Kyle Lowry to come off the bench to run the show, and maybe Tyler Hero should be sitting on the bench with the bucket hat for the
Yeah.
rest of the finals. Zeller cannot play anymore. It's over. You're in Florida, you know. He plays slower than those people in the nursing homes in Florida. Um,
uh,
when Jokic see him, man, he says barbecue chicken in English, in Serbian. Okay, that's crazy. You know, Zeller is terrible. Um, I don't know. KCP was terrible, man. I think he made like 2 or 3 stupid fouls. I think he fouled someone on 3. I don't remember who. But KCP was terrible on defense. He's supposed to be good on defense. He was terrible. I think the defense was issues in Denver, and Miami has to make their shots. They were wide open in the first game. They were just missing. Strus was colder than the Rockies. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point, Bruce. My man, get my shot on, bro. What's good, bro?
I think he left.
Get my shine on. I don't know how. Yeah, I guess he got disconnected. But that's the thing about. I'm looking at what do you feel like Denver can adjust on for Game 3?
Uh, Michael Porter Jr. has to play better. Can stop relying on threes. I don't think I've seen him go to the basket often. You know. Um. Um. I think they rely on the 3 and Jokic inside, and Jamal Murray. He's practically the one who does the 3 and the mid range. Besides and Jokic, I think they need to shoot bit the mid range too. What can they do? I think can Aaron Gordon? As have you seen him post? I haven't seen him do that.
Yeah, he's not posting. He ain't posting. He
I
catching the
think
ball
he
close to the
did that in
basket
game one
and
a
trying
lot.
to.
He didn't do that in game two.
He did it when he had size advantage. He didn't do it against
Mm.
guys bigger or the same size as him.
Whoever has Gabe Vincent on them, they need to post Gabe Vincent. The only player that I've seen trying to post Gabe Vincent is Jokic. Gabe Vincent doesn't really defend a lot of people because they don't go at him. If I was Denver, I would go at. That's why sometimes I see Gabe Vincent on Michael Porter Jr. because all he wants to do is jump shooting threes.
Hey, you cutting out, Bruce?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello? Okay. I said whoever Gabe Vincent is guarding needs to post him up. And sometimes Gabe Vincent is guarding Michael Porter Jr. And Michael Porter Jr. only wants to shoot threes. Can you hear me?
Try to hop back in, hop back out, hop back in. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Hope said get them likes up. I'll get them likes up. So what y'all would do for game 2? Would y'all or game 3? What y'all do if y'all Denver? What adjustments would y'all make? I think Miami got Denver where they want them, and then they're going home, so they ain't got to deal with all that elevation, man. Like I keep hearing from people that elevation don't matter, but from NBA players that actually playing in Denver, they actually talk about how it's a home court advantage. So I don't know, why people say it doesn't matter that they play in higher elevation. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference. 7 feet elevation over sea levels in Miami, 5,280 feet sea level in Denver. Is obviously a difference. And then you look at the huffing and puffing. Jokic always looks like he's always tired, with his mouth hanging, his tongue hanging out. It's like those players are tired, man, and they constantly voice it. So now that they're going back home to Miami, they're going back in a more stable environment. All right, Bruce, you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
All right. Yeah, you're good now.
Can you hear me
You're
now?
good.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I was saying that whoever Gabe Vincent is guarding, that person needs to post him up. And Michael Porter Jr., all he wants to do is those threes.
Right.
Can you hear me? You hear me?
But that's his problem. He's 6'10".
Yeah. And he does not move the ball. He's the black hole on the team.
Yeah. So he's kind of the problem because he's not giving the ball. If he's not hitting, is taking his teammates out the game. So he's actually a real big problem.
Yeah. And
So
the Nuggets thought that they listened to a lot of people saying that they're gonna beat up the Heat because they're bigger, they have the probably the best player, and the Heat was gonna be easy. A lot of people were saying that it could be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep. So I hope it's not a gentleman's sweep by the Heat. So you know, the people keep underestimating the Heat. So let's see what happens. But then Jimmy Butler has to play better. I don't think he has played better. He has played great since game 2 of the last series. He plays too conservative.
yo, hey, get my shine on. You there?
Yeah, I ain't sure what happened. What all did you hear or not hear?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened. Did y'all hear
Yeah, we can hear
anything
you.
a while ago?
No,
Didn't hear nothing. Okay.
Nah, we hear nothing.
Oh, that's my fault. My fault. What's up, Bruce? What's going on?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I was looking for you.
What
The,
you
the,
get?
I was looking for Bruce Saturday night. BJ, he seemed to be the only one that has any faith in man. Like, so this is the only thing Denver could do because obviously their shooters ain't hitting at home. They sure as hell ain't gonna get hot in Miami, right? So if they can bench Porter and start Bruce Brown to match the small ball Miami. That's what they're gonna have to do because it's like Bruce said, Porter not bringing nothing to the table. But if you put Porter on the bench, he can guard Duncan off Denver's bench, fresh legs for fresh legs, right? So, but because putting Butler on Murray, and I still would like to see Butler on Murray even more. I think he got on him like maybe mid first quarter. I still would like to see it more out the gate. I think Spoelstra was kind of hiding it the first couple plays, unless I just missed it myself. But I think he finally got on him by mid first quarter. But what keeping Murray cooled off, like Murray can't go into the fourth quarter with like 25 points. He's hot. He's feeling good. He goes into the fourth quarter with like 12, 15 points and hits a couple shots. He might get 20 points. But you keep Butler on him, he's cooled off. That was the adjustment they need to make, and that's what I spoke on the other night. And put Kevin Love at the power forward. Now you cool Gordon off. Gordon and Porter are only going to produce if they're already hot, right? They're kind of like front runners. So Gordon and Porter are not going to get in the fourth quarter, and you know, because the fourth quarter is more high pressure possession per full possession scoring. If they're not already hot, bro, they're not doing nothing. They're not like that. They're not built to be in big moments. Neither one of them. So you put Love in the game, you cool Gordon off. He was a non-factor. He might get some offensive rebounds here or there, but Kevin Love's gonna rebound the ball. He's got size. I was surprised in the fourth quarter, which goes to what I'm saying. Malone didn't start using Porter and Gordon on the backside of that matchup zone, swing the ball real quick and get a mismatch on the small guards. So if they're not going to use that, you might as well bench Porter and start Bruce Brown game 3. That's what Denver's got to hope for. Like I said, you match Duncan and Porter, fresh legs for fresh legs, and hopefully Porter can affect Duncan when he's in the game because he's not tired already. That's really the only hope they got, because really I like to see Butler on Murray even more, which is a bad news for Denver. And like you said, Bam might be the damn Finals MVP that win this series, because that man ain't scared of jokers, bro. He gives 2 fucks about jokers. Jokers might get his 40 points, but that's what Denver is. Where's Denver gonna go without Murray getting 30? They're not going nowhere, because they would have done did this shit before. But every year the jokers goes home. That's their only hope, bro. They're going to hope that Duncan come off that bench and lock up. Porter come off that bench and lock up Duncan. That's their only hope, because Miami's only going to shoot the ball better at home, and Denver ain't even shooting that well in Denver. What the hell they going to shoot in Miami? You know, Miami came off Game 7. They was tired, and then everybody always says, "Hey, you got to get your wind up, right? You can't really breathe when you get to Denver." So then they went back to the hotel, rested between Game 1 and Game 2, no traveling.
Yeah.
And then now they're resting even more. They don't even play till tomorrow night. They at home. They at the crib chilling out, sleeping.
Right.
Miami better take Denver seriously at home. Miami lost their last 2 games at home. So
yeah. They was up 3-0. I think they kind of got a little arrogant and you know, out there, Jimmy doing his pose to get back at Horford. I think they kind of let up a little too much, and then all it took was that one game. Like, they got the one game, and then they go back to Boston. So obviously they're gonna play well with a little confidence in Boston. And then you thought they would go back to Miami and end that, but Boston kind of rode that wave for a little bit. But yeah, Miami needs to get these 2 at home. But I think Denver's in trouble. And I wouldn't even bring Herro back to start. You just bring Herro back for like 15 minutes, bro, 18 minutes. And just bring him off the bench for some pop, you know, because then that would kind of notify putting Porter on the bench to guard Duncan. So now you got more offense than Duncan coming off the bench.
Wait. Michael Porter Jr. to guard Duncan Robinson?
Yeah, because like you said, Bruce, what's Porter doing? What's he providing? He ain't providing shit.
Denver's gonna lose. Denver's gonna lose a lot more.
So you put Bruce Brown in the game to match Miami small ball, right? That's the only adjustment. What other adjustment they gonna make, bro? They got nothing else.
Porter gets some rebound. I think he's averaged 8 rebounds. I think.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What them rebounds getting them? Like they won one. They even lost a game in Denver this year in the playoffs. So them rebounds don't make it too much.
Last Sunday.
Yeah. But because Miami is only going to shoot the ball better going home, all them role players, like Struz.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean that's my prediction that they going to shoot better at home. That's typically what happens, right? Role players play better at home.
I mean, they didn't play well last 2 games at home. So
Yeah, they didn't. But like I said, I think they kind of. I mean, when you're up 3-0, you expect some kind of a little let up. I mean, that's Miami's not known as no bullies, sweeping people. Being first seed, they're not known for that yet. And I think they got caught
they,
up in the hype a little bit of showing out, and Butler was doing his when he did his little camera pose. I think they let off the gas a little too much.
mm. To me, I said that Duncan Robinson should start, but I understand why sports try to have Duncan Robinson on the bench because they need a spark on the bench. Because Strauss, I think, is on and off, on and off.
Yeah,
And it could be the
I
next
said
game he makes all
I
the
agree
shots
with that.
because all he wants to do is shoot threes too.
Yeah, Duncan's way more active. Duncan was he changed the game up the game too. You don't
Yeah.
have to have 30 points to change the game. Duncan be moving around everywhere. It's
And
like you
he's
said
dragging
before,
people
Bruce.
with him. He's dragging people with him.
Yeah, he's dragging a lot of people with him. He's dragging attention. Because like the worst thing you could do in the world is let a pure sharpshooter get hot, right? So Denver knows that. Mike Malone knows that. Hey man, when Duncan comes in the game, let's y'all big man, make sure y'all hedge on these screens a little bit. Keep our eyes on him in case the defender gets knocked out by the screen. We can't let this man hit 2 or 3 threes in a row, or we're looking at a 10 3-pointer game. Because Duncan and Herro, if he wanted boys to get hot, they'll hit 10 threes in the game.
Are
Maybe
the,
not
Nen-
10, maybe.
are the Denver Nuggets players going to get tired of Mike Malone complaining a lot about them in the media?
I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But it's like you said, Bruce. I don't. I'm. What's Porter gonna do, bro? Like, I mean, he gets hot. He can hit a bunch of threes, right? But he's not an on the
Yeah.
road type of dude. He's just like I said, role players shoot better at home. What they can do though, but I don't think they're gonna do it is start using Gordon a lot more, posting up, especially when Love's out the game. They can try that. But is that what you're
Yeah,
going to ride
really
on in the fourth quarter?
they don't really have too many adjustments. Like that's why I've been thinking about that the whole 24 hours. I'm like, what adjustments do Denver can really make? Because Miami simply just put Kevin Love in the starting lineup, and then that opened up the ability to identify the real threat was Jamal Murray. I don't see really what Denver's defense, like what adjustment are they going to make? Because, and then you said Bam Adebayo, he's actually doing what he's doing in the series as well. So I mean, all I could think of is Denver has to be more consistent from the 3-point line, and hopefully their role players can hit shots, and then Jokic has to go back to being a playmaker. But in order for him to be going back to be a playmaker, Jamal has to be more of a scorer.
Yeah,
That's pretty much
exactly.
it.
Well, exactly. Murray's got to score more, but that's what I said. Uh, put Butler on Murray, nullify that. Make Joke. My exact words was, make Jokic beat Miami's whole team. Put Butler on Murray and say, Butler, I don't care if you only give me 18, 20 points. I don't want Murray anywhere close to a 30-point game. Then that changes Denver's whole offense. Because if you notice, every time they would beat people, that's the same two people always killing your ass. It's Murray. Because when Murray gets hot, the crowd kind of, I know Jokic is the MVP. The crowd kind of fuels off Murray. If you ever noticed that, when Murray starts getting hot, the crowd goes crazy.
Are you
The whole,
sure?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because
Mm,
Murray's
I
is
don't
the
know.
clutch shooter in the fourth too. If you watch Murray hit them shots in the fourth, bro, the crowd knows what's about to come.
I don't
That
know.
crowd is crazy.
I don't know, man. Mm.
Jokic is obviously the better. Jokic is the better player, but you know, I mean, it's kind of like with the Clippers. Paul, Paul George is loved over there. Like he's he can have 40-point games when Kawhi don't have 40, but they kind of Kawhi's the the fourth quarter started. Like, and that's kind of what Murray is. That's what BJ was speaking on. Murray's kind of the guy they know when the shit gets tight in the fourth, he gonna go to work. And Joker's just going to get his all game long. Joker's stats are coming no matter what. But it's like I said, where has Denver been without Jamal Murray? Jokers can have all the stats in the world. They don't go nowhere. He just gets all these stats and they go home early every year. And they don't even make this series tough, bro. They getting ran off.
First round exits.
Yeah, they getting
exits. Yep, first round exits.
Yeah, they getting ran off the court, bro, without Murray. Jokers is the MVP, but that shit rides on Murray, bro. Because Murray's the one in the fourth that's got to do it. Especially if Bam is coming out here going to start popping off 25, 30 points. Now Joker's has got to work on both ends hard and heavy. And I'm impressed by Bam, bro. He ain't scared of Jokers whatsoever. He's going at him. He's going at all of them. Bam might fuck around and get the Finals MVP. They win this series.
Yeah, they're not giving it to him.
They may not. But because we have seen him give it to Iguodala when he wasn't the best scorer. We have seen him give it to Kawhi when he wasn't the best scorer. So yeah, they might not give it to Bam. They could give it to Butler if he's only averaging 20 points. What is Bam averaging right now?
I don't know.
I can look it up right now.
But Miami, don't put Zeller. Don't put Zeller in the game.
Yeah, Zeller's kind of. They need a better backup. Zeller's not. He's not giving them too much, but.
No, they need a backup for Zeller. He's terrible.
Yeah, I believe Haslam could do better than Zeller.
23. He's averaging 23 points.
So what's Jimmy averaging? 20, 19?
He's averaging 23 points.
Yeah, so Bam's the leading scorer. Easy. Because Butler only had, 13, 14 game one? He had 21 this game, so he's averaging, around 17, 18?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. So Bam's leading the team in scoring. I'm sure he's leading the rebounds, too.
Right.
He could get this Finals MVP. I ain't gonna lie to you. He could get.
So how you feel about Duncan Robinson?
Sure, Robinson changed. He's changing the game coming off the bench. And the thing about him is not only is he very active, because like Bruce said before. Bruce said, man, Strus ain't gonna do nothing but shoot threes. Duncan gonna move around. He's right about that. Duncan's gonna hit them backdoor layups. That's causing problems. And then not only that, but Duncan's 6'7", he elevates high. I kind of wonder how high he is at his release point. They ain't many. That's why I say you might have to put Porter on him off the bench, because Porter the only dude that can challenge him at the peak of his shot. Dude 6'7", and he elevates like Kyle Korver on a jump shot.
Duncan Robertson has been lifting. I don't think his bicep were that huge last year.
Yeah, he's put on a little weight. That's for sure. He better though. Man got paid $90 million, then got benched. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good to see him coming back around though. He got to earn that $90
million. See, I didn't see this coming though, because he wasn't like this. Before he got benched, he wasn't putting the ball on the floor like he was doing.
Yeah, that's a credit to Spoelstra, man. They developing players down there.
I'm not cooking Jimmy Baba, because the Heat has been winning, but I don't think I said that he has not played well since Game 2 of last series.
I think Jimmy played well yesterday. What they needed him to do was slow Murray down. He did it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he did it for every series.
He played okay. Right? I don't think he played well. He played okay.
Well, I mean, when you hold, so he ain't getting no credit for locking Murray up. We're not giving him credit for that.
I don't think he locked up Murray. I don't think Jimmy Butler has locked up somebody this postseason.
Well, Murray wasn't nowhere near 30 points, and that's what I felt like needed to happen. And then fourth quarter came. It was
But
time for Butler to rise.
when Murray wanted to get off the shots, he was getting off the shots. He just missing.
So, some of them, yeah, but I mean, when Butler was on him, he wasn't
If
just.
Jimmy Butler is him, we have to um, look at him that way. We cannot give him passes, and a lot of people want to give Jimmy Butler passes. I'm not giving Jimmy Butler passes.
Yeah,
And
I would
he
say
has to.
Jimmy
He's
needs to
too
score the ball.
passive to start the game. He's just too passive. Like last game, I mean, if he was aggressive himself, like Strus, whatever, I understand you want other teammates to score, but you could have blown out the Denver Nuggets, and that's why Denver got back into the game.
Yeah, he's. I mean, I believe he can. He could score more for sure. But what they needed the most yesterday was slow Murray down, and that happened. And then when it came time to close the game, Jimmy was right there. He
Man,
didn't have 30, but he sure was hitting it.
he,
He hit like 3 or 4 shots in a row that
he's
kind of.
always working hard to score. That's the issue with Jimmy Butler. He cannot score smoothly or easily. He's
Yeah, I agree
working
with that.
so hard to score. I'm like, why you need to do all those exercise? He has to lift, he has to do bench press to score.
He out there getting his yoga
But
on.
he's not a skilled, man. He's not a skilled.
He comes to that hop step, and I think he's fell in love with that hop step pump fake and thinking everybody's gonna go for that. I think that's one of his problems too. He needs to stop the pump faking because he'll drive to his spot and set his feet, get ready to elevate, and then he'll pump fake instead of just elevating and shooting the fadeaway. Because he does it in the fourth quarter. He drives and then he steps back and he gets to his spot. He steps back and he drains. He closes the game like that. But like Bruce said, he could do more of that early on in the game. That's for sure. But for me, in my opinion, his main priority yesterday was to slow Murray down, and he did. And Murray did miss 1 or 2 shots, but I also saw him shoot 2 heavily contested because Jimmy was all in his grill in the fourth quarter, late.
But Jimmy always losing him. That's why he hit the 3 and then cut it to 3.
Yeah, Jimmy's very aggressive on defense. He kind of jumps to passing lanes and
Okay.
he does that. That's for sure. I can't argue that. He did lose him. I know exactly what plays you talk about. He did lose him because he jumped the passing lane or tried to sneak up on jokers getting a steal.
Yeah.
But if Jimmy walks away the game with 5 steals, then we probably,
Hey,
like he's known to do.
We got Andres. We got Andres in the building, man. What you got in the game last night?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think the Denver is just not rotating well on defense. They're just getting mixed up and they're not communicating. So I think that's what's going on. And when it comes to Murray being the lead dog, without
We lost him.
Yeah, I wanted to hear the rest of his take. I think he's a Nugget fan too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he thinks they need to adjust to. I mean, Denver never has been a stifling defense. I don't know how much. I mean, I guess any coach can get in a press conference though and say we got to pick up our intensity. But that's never been That's never been what Denver leans on. What they lean on is just blowing you away offensively.
Yeah.
Usually at home,
They lean
especially
on
for a road
Jokic
team.
making all the passes.
Or well, role players. It's hard to be a defensive top on the road, so I don't see Denver just turning it on.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Bruce said when he first came on. Like, I mean, what is Porter really going to offer you? If Porter's not hot, he's not offering you nothing besides what they did in Game 1, which was, all right, let's go hit the paint for the whole first half, abuse these boards.
You go ahead, Andres.
Yeah. Well, I think Denver's. They just gotta play harder. I mean, the the effort on defense. They actually, I looked at the stats, and Denver's actually the fourth or fifth best defense in the playoffs. So I think they just gotta get that intensity going, and they don't have to change much. I don't think on offense. I think uh, Bruce Brown is not going to provide much offense in the if he gets into the rotation. I think Porter's just got to step up to the plate. So um, they need is 15 points a game for Denver uh, to win. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with that. Porter needs to score more for sure. But you know, Andres, you don't think Bruce offers playmaking or nothing offensively? He's gone again.
Yeah, he dropped off.
Am I missing something? Bruce don't offer anything offensively. Like, don't even. He's high energetic. He can hit shots and move around and make some play.
I mean, he can, but he's not like he's like a what? He's an average shooter, like, and he's like not even a playmaker. So he just offers energy. He's kind of like, you know how they had Will Barton last year and Monte Morris.
Yeah,
All they did was swap out Morris and got Bruce Brown. That's all they did. They didn't really like people around Jokic is just a bunch. They're like more so scrappy players to make up what
right,
Jokic does not do well, what he lacks.
right. I thought I remember in Brooklyn he had some games where like he was just killing that mid range. I want to say wasn't they using him off a pick and roll like to get him around the free throw line?
Yep.
Wasn't they doing that? And he was killing. Who was that? He was killing. It was Brook Lopez.
Yeah, he was killing in the Milwaukee series.
Yeah, yeah. So he can put the ball in the basket at spurts, but I mean, okay. So if he comes in and he don't score much more than Porter, but he offers a bunch of hustle plays, like Patrick Beverly's useful in the playoffs for teams. He as a starter or as coming off the bench. He not going to score 20 points, but it's just the energy, the hustle plays, the loose ball. Um, fighting for the ball and just keeping the crowd pumped up. Because even if he don't score 15, 20 points as a starter, I mean, okay, so Porter wasn't doing that. So now you bring Porter off the bench for defensive purposes for Duncan. Fresh legs from fresh legs, and you lose nothing offensively because you didn't have nothing to lose in the first place.
Wait. Will Porter off the bench for defensive purposes? Defensive?
Yeah, but because right now they don't have nothing really going to guard Duncan.
That's
And you got
I don't think I don't know how much Michael Malone. I did hear Michael Malone said this, like Porter said he's open to doing whatever is best for the team. So I just don't know how that would look. Put him on the bench this late. Like he's been a starter since. I don't think he's ever came off the bench.
Yeah, maybe he hasn't, but you gotta again. You gotta remember we're kind of semi over trying to overanalyze adjustments for Denver to make because nobody else has came up with adjustment for them to make besides Andreas saying they need to be more energetic. But it's like he said, fourth or fifth defensively in the playoffs, that's like average. Because how many teams in? I would guess it's a little above average. I guess.
16 teams.
Yeah, so it's a little above average. So I mean I guess maybe they could put in more effort, but
I'm sorry, Denver
Miami's gonna
was
put effort.
energetic.
They're gonna put effort too. Go ahead, Bruce.
Denver was energetic. Miami was just better defensively last night, and the Nuggets were just missing shots and doing stupid fouls, stupid like KCP, like three crazy stupid fouls. I'm like, dude, you the one who went to the championship and you won. Why are you committing those fouls? Like 3-point shooting, 3-point fouls, 3-point shooting fouls, right? So, Aaron Gordon, Aaron Gordon needs to be more aggressive. When Jokic score, that's why they lose a lot. When Jokic scoring like this, they're just sitting around. No one is cutting, nothing. So that's why they're losing.
yeah, that's exactly why I said take Murray out the game. That's that's my whole reason for saying that.
Well,
Exactly.
that's what Kerr said on Draymond Green podcast, and among other things that got him trending.
If Murray averages anywhere close to 30, 28, 29, 27, Denver probably wins the series. They keep Murray closer to 20 than 30. I think Miami wins the series. I could be wrong.
No, you ain't wrong.
Nobody,
You ain't wrong.
they don't want Murray to average more than Jokic. They want Jokic to be the Finals MVP.
Tuning in sports. What's good, bro?
What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
That's good, Tone.
We good, bro. We good. What you got?
Yeah, man. Look, I was wrong. I thought the Nuggets would go up 2-0. I said that on last stream, but I wasn't too far off. I mean, they had an opportunity to win game 2, even though they lost. They lost by 3 points. Nuggets, they started off the game poorly, blown coverages. Max came out sparking. He was like no hesitation. He was just letting it fly. Miami definitely upped the intensity on both sides of the ball. This game, Miami was definitely more physical, and I would say we all alluded to it. In the last stream, we was saying make like y'all saying right now, make Jokic the scorer and not the passer. He had under 5 assists. He took way more shots. Yeah, he had a crazy game, but it didn't lead to winning the game. Obviously, they made it tough on the Nuggets players. The who was a KCP. It was a couple guys out there crying for calls. Like you can see they was crying for it. And Kevin Love, man, shout out to Kevin Love, man. My guy finally got some burn.
Yeah.
It was some
He
productive
playing for a
minutes.
real team, unlike the Cavaliers.
Man, Bruce, that hurt, man. That hurt. I felt that, but shout out to Kevin Love, man. But it's crazy how Miami was able to get you one game. Even AI got you one game, right? And then the Lakers got swept like that, But I mean,
Wait, you think Miami is Philly?
You said what? No. I'm
You think
saying like
Miami is gonna be like the Sixers?
no. I'm saying they got you. They got you a game. Like the Lakers couldn't get you a game. Like Lakers got swept, even though they could have won. Like I think they was in it. They could have won like 2 games against this Denver Nuggets. But I'm saying like more so like they at least got you a game. Like they was able to beat Denver, and beat Denver at home.
Hey,
I
hey
mean,
Tone. So Joker didn't he have 5 assists?
You said what? Get my sound on. What you said?
4.
Joker
He had 4
Joker didn't
assists.
he have 5
4
assists?
assists.
He
Yeah,
Damn,
he
had
that's
said
4
4.
assists.
Where he
yeah,
had 4.
yeah. That's got to change for Denver. because
Yeah,
that means nobody else is getting off, which is how I think Miami's going to win.
ain't that's what Coach Spo wanted to do?
Yeah, Spoelstra did exactly, and I'm not going to say, he did what I predicted they should do. Only other thing I would have done was started Duncan over Strus, but hey, he's the one down there coaching. He had the confidence. Like BJ mentioned, said well, maybe we give Strus one more game. They gave one more game, and he showed up. So
Yeah, he came out blazing.
supposed to push the right buttons. Because me personally, I would have pushed Duncan in because I felt like Duncan was more active. He goes back door. Like I feel like Bruce said about Strus, I just feel like okay, Porter or Gordon, whoever gets switched on to him, just stay up close to him. He's not gonna do nothing else but shoot the ball from the three. He don't provide much more than that. So I felt like he pushed all the right buttons, all of them, because taking Murray out the game is in my opinion their only hope to win. Because now Joker's got to get 40 instead of 30 and 10 assists, and those 10 assists gets what Andres was speaking on. Those 10 assists are how Porter's going to get 15 points or 20 points. Like if you notice the first game, all them dudes had like 15, 20 points, and Joker's assist was up. Now we saw the total opposite, which Spoelstra said, "All right, Jokers, you're gonna have to score. I'm putting Butler on Murray. We finna cool this off or attempt to cool it off. I think he's gonna cool him off the rest of the series. I think Butler's gonna stay on him, and that's not what Denver wants. So, I
Okay.
I think Denver can in that matchup zone, like overload one side, act like you're trying to get Jokers the ball at the free throw line, and then in that whole process, be working on getting Gordon on one of them boys on the opposite block and swing the ball quick and get an isolation post up over there. But I don't know if that's what Denver really wants to do in the fourth quarter. Because, in the fourth quarter, every possession is 3 times more important than it was in the first quarter, right? So I think they can make that adjustment, but I don't know if they are because the ball's always in Joker's or Murray's hand.
Yeah, so I don't think Aaron Gordon was utilized that much. He probably could have used him more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think the adjustments that Denver, they're not really major adjustments. They're just basically we're saying like play harder, have more of an initiative at the start of the game. And then you said the small ball lineup, putting Bruce Brown in for Michael. I just don't know how that would look, and I don't see how that move would possibly like it's a risk because now you're looking at possibly losing Michael Porter Jr. because yeah, he's streaky, but when he gets hot, I mean, he can score the ball. I don't think Bruce Brown can do that. So you don't want to like kind of like with Strus, like you don't want to cut a guy off too soon when he's been big for you all year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe they wait one more game, like Spoelstra waited one more for Strus.
Right,
It's just ideas of how Denver can attack.
right, which ain't
Because
much.
yeah, it ain't much. Like obviously, we all kind of overanalyzing. Probably Andres is probably gonna have the best point of view of what Denver can do to adjust to the game.
Well,
That's his team.
Yeah, you're a
well,
Nuggets fan. Go ahead.
Bruce is only going to be in there for defense. So if Porter can't play defense, he's not going to be in there at the end of the fourth quarters. And
How do you feel about Porter's defense in the first 2 games? Like, are you happy with that?
no, because he's not communicating. They're not communicating. So and Porter's lost out there. So and he said Malone said that you got people they got themselves feeling sorry for themselves, and because they're not scoring like they usually are, they're not playing defense also. So Denver's defense improves when they score, but Malone said that they just got to forget about scoring, play defense no matter what. So
I'm sorry,
Okay.
so
but
so
Mike Malone is I think he's a good coach, but he needs to stop. What do you guys call it? Sneak dissing. Sneak dissing his players. I have not heard.
Throwing
I have not heard
He's handing
Spoelstra.
out professional criticism, bro.
Yes, I have not heard Spoelstra do that one time. Did he do that for Stross? No. When his players do, when his players struggle, he just said, "Hey, I have confidence on in that player, and know
I,
he's gonna be there for us next game."
I
Why he
think
has to? Mike Malone always doing that. Oh, we're not playing any defense. We're not this. We're not that. We're not this. We're not that. This player is gonna be turn him out, and it's gonna be ugly for your Nuggets, Andres. It's gonna be ugly because
Well,
Michael
if
Porter
it wasn't
Jr.
work,
seems to me like a guy who's sensitive, and the more you criticize him, the more he's gonna struggle.
yeah,
That's my
Bruce keeps
opinion.
saying that because he light skinned.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
Porter takes the criticism hard, but I think Malone talks to him, so we'll see.
I'm trying to figure out how a dude 6'10" gets lost on defense and doesn't that's mind boggling to me. Just off his physical gifts and how tall and long he is, he don't really have to do much to be a good defender. Just
Man,
his
no.
length alone.
Dude can jump out of the gym. He's quick. He's strong. He's tall. Like just, but I mean, y'all kind of speaking to what I think they need to do. Like if y'all complaining about his defense, put somebody in that's gonna play defense and smaller that's gonna keep up with the small ball.
If,
Put Bruce in.
if I mhm.
I mean, I'm
Well,
sorry, not Bruce. Yeah, Bruce Brown.
I
if
guarantee you, Bruce Brown's going to be in there if Porter can't play D, so he's not going to put up with that stuff too much longer. He's going to have Bruce Brown in there no matter what down the stretch of the fourth quarter.
isn't Michael Porter Jr. the same height as Kevin Durant?
Yeah,
Yes,
Or
but just about.
I think Kevin Durant's
and
like 6'11", 7 foot, and Porter six
and
ten.
and and Ticket used to say Michael Porter Jr. the next Kevin Durant. I'm like, I don't see that here, but okay. But if I'm a friend of Michael Jordan Porter Jr., I said, hey man, you need to learn something else besides
He is a bucket though.
getting. Yeah, right, okay.
He's a bucket.
Just getting the ball and jump shooting the three, like he's gonna like he's a airplane, right?
Hey, if that
So
man is 6'10", bro, if that's what y'all telling me, I had him. I had him at about 6'8", 6'9". But if he's 6'10", he's bigger
Yeah,
than
he
what
not
I thought.
6'10".
There's no. That's another. Bro, him and Gordon need to be in the post like they were game one in the first half. That's what they need to do, because at some point, like you would figure if Porter gets on the block, abuses in small ball, he gets his confidence up. So when Kevin Love does come in the game to nullify that, Porter step out and start shooting the three because he's already feeling himself. So maybe they go that route. Maybe they try to post them boys up a little earlier. But I mean, I assume
I
Kevin
don't
Love
think
starting
Michael
game
Porter
three.
Jr. can post up. I've never seen him post up.
I thought him and Gordon. Well, I know Gordon had a lot, but I thought Porter had a couple post ups early in game one on the switches.
He post up? I've never seen that. I don't remember.
I don't remember that, but maybe.
Or maybe it was a back door where he caught the ball and then just kind of picked the ball up and laid it in. Maybe it was that. But I thought him and Gordon both was shooting layups. And Gordon was actually just drop step and dunking on folks.
Yeah, he had a
If
lot
I
of
was him,
mismatches.
I just go try to learn from Kevin Durant or or Dirk Nowitzki. You have the height. Try to learn something else besides shooting the three.
I think Michael Porter Jr. comes off to me as somebody that everything has came easy to him. So when you try to teach him something now, I think he won't really. I think he'll kind of tune it out. It's kind of like the Ben Simmons syndrome. Like everything just like it's come easy to him.
Well,
That's
he
what I
was
think.
injured for 3 or 4 years, so I mean he's missed a lot of time. So his game without the ball is basically Uh, he's kind of still learning the game, believe it or not. So and
Yeah,
and basically in high school he played with the ball. On this team he has to learn how to play without the ball because all the plays are run for mainly Murray and Jokic. So,
That
but
answers the question right
But
there. That's the problem. He's always had the ball in him.
yeah,
that's not true.
Andre just gave the answer.
yeah.
That's not true. Sometimes Murray or Jokic are not on the floor, and he does nothing with it.
What did he do last year in the playoffs, Andres? When Murray was out, was he doing more then or no?
He didn't
He
play
was
last
back.
year.
he didn't play last
He
year.
had a back issue, back something.
He played the year before.
Yeah,
Murray was out the year before, wasn't
yeah.
Yeah, he got. That's when they got swept by Phoenix.
He was
he?
doing the same thing he's doing now.
Oh,
But
okay.
in the Lakers
No
series,
progress.
in the Lakers series, and the Minnesota series, I don't know. You guys probably didn't follow it too well, but he made some clutch threes in the fourth quarters of those series. So it wasn't
Yeah.
too many opportunities, but he was just shooting pretty well. And
Minnesota, no IQs.
I don't know what the deal is with his confidence so far in the finals, but he got limited opportunities and he did the most with them in the Lakers and the Minnesota series. So he's
I
capable
think
of.
Denver is gonna trade him really soon.
No, they would have traded him by now if they were going to trade him. So
Okay. All right. Let's see.
So basically, y'all telling me he ain't gonna do nothing unless he's hot. It sound like he's Struce.
yeah,
During the offseason,
Yeah,
that's all he wants to do. He wants to be Steph Curry. During the offseason, he goes to train with Steph Curry.
that's right.
That's all he does every offseason.
Yeah,
Is that a troll or is there some truth behind
Yeah,
that?
I'm about to say,
That's
you being
It's
serious?
the truth. Google
it's the
it.
truth. He's telling it.
oh, okay.
Bruce is
Yeah,
telling the
that's why
truth.
I asked the question. I didn't know that, Andres. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It sounds
that's
like he need to
sad.
go train. He need to go train with Kevin Durant. Then, if he wants to shoot the ball all the time, do that stuff, he needs to train with somebody his own size. Cause
well,
he not gonna shoot no.
he's training with Curry the dribbling because he wants to be more than a 3-point shooter, but
Yeah, I didn't
he
see any dribble.
but
You got.
his handles are
You gotta
not great.
actually. You gotta actually try. You gotta actually try the skills that you learn in training, or else it don't matter. You might as well just not even train those skills. All I see him doing is being inefficient from the field. Like I ain't never seen. Like he is so streaky, man.
Yeah, he got to
Yeah,
be better.
yeah. If Denver gonna win another game, it's gonna be the game he's hot. I agree with that. That joke get hot now. He fun to watch when he's hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like watching that Joker
Really?
play when he's hot.
I've never seen him fun to watch. Ever.
All that being said, Denver's shot 52 and 50% from the field the first two games. Uh, I think it's more than the offense. It's got to be the defense. If they don't improve a little bit on defense, then they won't win.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play defense. Cause my opinion, my Miami got the confidence up now, so I think you finna see a barrage of damn three tomorrow night. Or
Yeah, they got
uh,
the home court advantage. They going back to Miami. Oh man.
yeah, for sure.
What up,
Yeah,
Kirk?
they're going to play some defense.
What's going
What's
on,
up, Kirk?
BJ? What's going on, y'all?
We're
What's
good,
going
Kirk.
on, Curl?
Man, I just got off work, man. So we'll be talking about this game, right?
Yeah,
Adjustments can be
yeah, we
made for
talking about the
Denver.
game.
Or
Okay, so here's my take, even though uh I'm gonna stop getting on these chats. I mean not, I'm gonna stop getting on these chats if I'm not I mean, cuz most of the time I'm working, so I'm not really watching these full games. I'm getting glimpses of these games. So I hate coming on these chats and talking about the game if I didn't watch the full game. But I seen what was going on. But just like what you said you want to see Murray when he sped up, right? Well, I guess you seen that, and that was a dub. So and they made Jokic, 40, right? Yeah, 40, 10, 4 assists. So he wasn't really passing the ball, or he really, they kind of shut that down. And like I told y'all in the chat, I didn't think Jimmy needed a superstar performance for Miami to win. But this is the perfect time for Jimmy to have a superstar performance in Game 3 now, because now he's going back home and now he can turn it up now. I think that's when Jimmy comes in clutch. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like when his team's playing good and now he can go back home. Like, okay, now we need Jimmy. Now we need the 35-point Jimmy to close. You know what I'm saying? To lead us into a title, because Miami Heat, they can definitely win the title. I think we all know that. So that's what I kind of seen from the glimpse of what I seen from the game. They like y'all said, they sped up Murray. They made Jokic into a scorer. He scored 40, and yeah, I mean they played team basketball, and I keep forgetting Miami's so deep because Caleb Martin had 3 points again, but Vincent, I think Vincent's probably the third or fourth best player, and then right now, if you want to be honest, Bam right now is the Finals MVP. If you want to be technically speaking, I'm just off 2 games. He's the Finals MVP right now.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, so
he's the best player on the court so far.
Yeah, he is, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna watch the full game probably tonight or tomorrow because I just be working, man. But I think Miami found something, and y'all called it. Y'all said y'all wanted to see Murray sped up, and that's what we just seen. So hey. I think Miami found something. And what Vincent said, he said, we don't give a fuck about none of that. We just try to win the game. We just try to win.
That's what you call that's what you call prime confidence.
Man,
yeah.
Yeah. I love it, bro. I love Miami's attitude, man. Their attitude is amazing. Their attitude is amazing, bro. It's like a bunch of Kawhis over there. We just trying to win.
We're just trying to get a win, man. Yeah. We ain't want to answer no question.
Swear to God, man.
Hey, to be honest with you, bro, Kawhi would fit perfect. Well, I wouldn't say perfect because the way Miami. Nah, I'll take that back. But the guys that they have around him, like Kawhi would enjoy that. It's like being in Toronto again.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Like, you already know how his preparation is, man. Like, the shit that we hear, even PG said, like, the way he trains is ridiculous, dude. He trains like a superstar.
Thank God in Toronto, Kawhi didn't have a Zeller.
You said what, Bruce? What's up, Bruce?
Cody Zeller.
Oh, shit.
Bruce on Zeller head tonight.
Is he?
Yeah.
What the fuck he do last game?
I think he picking on the wrong kind.
Hey, before he played the last game, I was already on his, and Big Tone was on me. Man.
Yeah, what Cody Zeller do though, man?
Zeller play. He does hustle though. I mean, I give him that. But
yeah, he hustles.
That's about all he gonna do.
I
thought in college. Anybody watch him in college? Did he play for like Indiana or something? Would he or was he the boy at North Carolina? But what I thought them boys shot 3. At least one of them Zeller boys shot 3.
I have no idea, bro. I haven't paid
attention.
He was perfect from the field, Bruce. He was 2 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bruce, what's up?
2 for 2, bro.
Yeah, at the back.
Bruce, that's all he is, bro. He's a body.
Man, shooting 1,000%. Bruce cussing him out.
Man,
nah, bro. But what about that Kevin Love? Kevin Love starting. Do y'all like that shit?
That was big.
That was the start of something special.
Oh, yes. Man. You definitely called it, bro.
Yeah, get your shine. I'll call it that one. He said
that.
He called that.
He called that Murray shit, bro. And that's exactly what they did.
I called both of them. The only one they didn't do was starting Duncan. Like Bruce said, I felt like they should have started Duncan. But they had no choice, bro. Like you had 5. They had 5 guys sitting at damn near 20 points apiece. I mean, they had no choice but to put Love in the game. You can't allow the whole team to go down that paint, bro. Bro, they was dunking on Miami left and right. Bro, when you start getting drop step dunks, bro, that is terrible in the
Yeah, when
NBA.
you
You
were
give up a
saying that,
drop
when I
step
seen that
dunk,
game one, bro, he was doing that easily.
bro. It did, I don't know how Porter got something. I know Porter was in that paint a couple times. Maybe it wasn't a post up like I thought it was. But I know them boys was shooting layups and dunks over the top of them boys down there.
Facts.
That's how Joker was getting all them damn assists.
Yeah, he was definitely dumping off under the basket.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
they weren't posting up though.
yeah, I know Gordon posted up a couple times for sure, but I don't know about Porter. Maybe I was wrong on that.
I thought all Gordon did was run people over. That's all he did.
Yeah, yeah, that's part of the. That's part of what we were talking about. He was drop stepping, dunking on everybody.
That's what he likes to do. So I mean, but I kind of agree with BJ. Like Porter, he seemed like everything was just given to this nigga. Like he just got it easy. Like what did he say in the bubble? He said all he was doing is drinking pina coladas and going to the pool. I'm like, Porter, shut your gas.
Yeah. He just look at how he plays, man. Like he plays like Miami or Denver don't really play with urgency, man. They they kind of play like through a system of just, passing, cutting. Like they have a system they run, but they don't really have energy like outside of Bruce Brown and KCP. I mean, Aaron Gordon's even up and down.
They play like the best player. The best player is slow.
I mean,
Right.
I would say Joker's plays with like a kind of a sense of urgency, just a little bit. Like you can see it. I just think he's big and slow.
Yeah, why? Because he sweats all over the place. He don't really be sweating. His tongue be out. He tired.
Yeah, and that's the reason why like him and Embiid scared me in the playoffs. So I'm like he gets tired like easily in the fourth quarter, like y'all said. You could just see it, bro. He just be jogging and he's just like, man.
I'd rather have him than Embiid.
Yeah, I would too. Right now, I would. Embiid can't. Yeah, Embiid. I can't talk about him right now.
Oh yeah, he's done, man.
Embiid is done up, man.
Second round, he lives there.
Second round shot.
So disappointing.
Well,
first round championship every.
But is it really though, bro? Because it's like he put two folders on the team. Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, James Harden gave you 2 40-point games. That's cool, but he's not going to show up for that game 7. Like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, he's a solidified folder to me. Like him and Chris Paul, you can put them in the same. Like, they both fold, man. They just both fold when you need them the most.
Well, shit, you might well throw Booker in there too, then.
Nah, see, here's my thing. I just think Booker's a weapon, bro. Like, I think if you put Booker in the right situation, I don't count Booker as a foe. I just think he's just that really good weapon. If you don't have that right team with him, it's like using like a pistol or something. You know what I'm saying? And you're just not in the right fight, and it's like he's just useless.
So he's a number 2.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Like I think Devin Booker. I think he's clutch. I think he's all that. I just don't think he's not what the media is saying. Like.
So why can't he be number 1? Because you said everything a number 1 has, but why can't he be a number 1?
I don't know, bros. I want to say mental, but he even got some mental makeup. It's just I don't know, bro. He's just not that guy. He's not that guy. Yeah.
He's not he levels to it. He tried.
That's what I'm saying. Like
hey, Bruce, watch it, man. Watch it, man.
What do you say?
It's true. Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is a star, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
You can see star intangibles with Donovan Mitchell. You seen him when he first came in, man.
He's a star, man. Sure. He been doing his thing. I know you're gonna bring up his playoff performance, but he been doing his thing.
I'm taking.
He was not Spider-Man. He was not Ant-Man. He was not
bro. He had one of his best years this year. What you mean?
No, but the playoffs. Yeah. But I see what Bruce is saying though, bro. I don't know what happened to him in the playoffs. He disappeared for what 3 games.
It wasn't his fault, Kirkland.
It wasn't his fault.
So?
Wow.
No, it's the team around him, bro.
Okay.
I'm not. I mean, he had a pretty good team around him though.
No, I'm talking.
Mobley, Allen.
No, you gotta understand though. Like he did have a poor performance, but I'm saying like as far as like we didn't have like a real bench the whole year. Like if the our bench is pretty
Oh, we a
mediocre,
what?
bro. A real bench, like our bench is pretty mediocre.
I feel
Okay.
you on the bench, bro,
The
but a
spacing
bench has
and the
nothing to do with
spacing.
Donovan Mitchell scoring.
Does
He
Denver
like
has a real
literally
bench?
played.
I don't think Denver
He played,
I take
has a real
Denver
bro.
bench.
bench over our bench.
He played terrible for 3 straight games, bro. That has nothing to do with the bench. That was
But what?
terrible.
No, but he ain't had no spacing. You playing two bigs that can't shoot. It was poor spacing on the floor. A lot of them
Yeah.
guys first time being in the playoffs. I know no excuses, bro, but I'm just saying, man.
If you want those bigs, we'll take them in the Clippers.
Nah, but Mobley staying. But I'm just saying,
I
man. It
see
was
what you mean, bro. I mean, but Darius Garland played better than him in the last 3 games.
Darius
So like,
Garland
I
had
don't.
his moments. He
But
was
he played better though. That's what I'm saying though. Like, I'm not saying he played much better, but it's like Donovan just didn't like. He just kind of. I think he was. I just seemed like he was too hyped for the moment. It seemed like he was
the
like
New
Klay
York thing.
Thompson, huh?
You think the New York
I,
got
I
to
have
him?
a I have a
I
question
think
to
New
the
York
sport.
got to him, bro. Because remember how LA got to Klay Thompson? It just seemed like it's just New York got to him because it's different when you play at Madison Square Garden. I'm not saying like he's not built for it, but it's just like it's different. Like I don't know.
I get
Like
what you're
I get,
saying. It's definitely different in Madison
yeah,
Square Garden,
Is
bro.
but even
is
Trey
is
Young,
Jamal Murray better than Donovan Mitchell now?
Yo, Bruce. Yo, Jamal
I'm
Murray is
still
not better than Donovan Mitchell,
I'm
bro. We're not doing that.
I'm taking Donovan Mitchell
Are
over
you
Jamal
sure?
Murray, but
Jamal Murray
Yeah,
never.
I
What has
like
he done?
I like Donovan. Bruce, I told you this. Bruce gave me a hard time about this. I uh I think Donovan started off too fast. I think, him coming into the league and doing what he did, making the playoffs every year, I think the bar was set too high for him and
Yeah.
he didn't get a chance to really grow. Like most of the guys that like Devin Booker take him, like he missed the playoffs the first 5 years. So now they look at him like, oh, he's the next Kobe, or he's just like, dude, he missed the playoffs 5 years in his career. Donovan been making it every single
Every
year.
year, right? Every year, exactly, BJ.
to the
So
expectations.
that's the expectations is like Donovan didn't get a chance to really grow up. He didn't really get a chance to actually go through them growing pains. So we're expecting him to like be this great player. Like he's only, what is he, 26, 25? I think he's
Yeah,
younger than Devin Booker too.
Yeah, he's like 26.
yeah, that's a really good point, BJ. That's a really good point.
Yeah, I would take Mitchell over
Yeah.
Devin Booker.
Of course, I'm definitely taking Mitchell over Devin Booker.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bruce tripping, man. Jamal Murray
yeah,
nice
you're
though. I'm not
definitely
even taking away from him. He's
nah,
nice.
but Donovan Mitchell does a little more than Jamal Murray on the floor. Like he's definitely like a level
What does he
above.
do more? What does
Well,
he do
yeah, I
more?
was about to say
He
I
can
don't know
throw.
what
He's
y'all.
a better defender. He's
He,
a better defender, and he's
he's
more
a better
athletic.
defender,
Yeah,
and he
Don
can
Mitchell
throw
could play
the
He
game
shoots
he could
better.
play
better.
D,
He
bro.
shoots better than Donovan Mitchell.
That's what.
The problem with Mitchell is I think he needs to learn how to actually see the game at another level. He has all the physical tools, and he's only 6'1". He's not even
That's
tall. He's only six
crazy.
one,
Yeah,
six one, six
exactly.
two. But he played like he's 6'4". Like he has all the physical gifts. I just think he needs to learn how to actually see it at another level. Because I think he just been
Yeah,
out there just kind of just using his physical gifts, but he doesn't know to actually how to really kind of look at the game and kind of analyze it and pick it apart.
yeah, the IQ.
Exactly.
You know,
So if
crazy.
Donovan Mitchell
Darius
was on
Garland.
Denver, they
Crazy.
win.
Darius Garland has that IQ. Darius Garland has the IQ that Donovan Mitchell needs. That's the
Yeah,
crazy part.
Garland is definitely he's a point guard, man.
He,
He
yeah,
definitely and he can shoot
he
the
has
ball,
facts.
play off the ball.
Yeah, yeah, he
He
has
has
the
the
Garland,
IQ
like
that
speed.
Donovan Mitchell needs.
Garland looks tougher to me.
You said what?
He looks tougher mentally, physically. He not that he's stronger or anything. He just looks tougher. Like he can take. He just tougher mentally, and he plays more
He's
physically
tough.
imposing.
He's tough, man, and he actually has like a if you watch him, I'm not saying he's Steph Curry, but he has a Steph Curry type of game.
No, I get what
Like
he's saying though. Like
like
I
he
get what you're
definitely has a
saying.
Steph Curry type of
Yeah,
game. Like you
no,
could tell
no,
the way he
no,
flows.
He's saying like like a Dame mixed with like a
no,
No,
little.
I'm just saying the way he plays, you could tell Garland like he's gonna flow to his
no,
game.
no.
He's
Yeah,
gonna pick up on like
he studied. I think he studied
No.
Dame though. He studied
I,
Dame.
I was gonna say he remind me of Jalen Brunson a little bit.
You think so, Bronson?
What?
he give me a Steph Curry type of
Yeah, because they,
game,
they
bro.
get to the paint and they score in the paint as well.
Brunson's underrated, man. That dude's underrated.
I like
Yeah,
Brunson.
he is.
Brunson pushes Shai Alexander for my third favorite player.
Brunson
Yeah,
was
Bronson
better
is.
than Donovan Mitchell this year.
Yes, he was.
I ain't gonna
Yes, he was.
disagree, bro.
Yes, he was.
There you go.
he killed us, bro.
Yeah,
I
but
ain't
no,
gonna
I
go
don't want
there.
to.
I
I mean,
got
he
it.
is definitely my favorite.
Brunson got that chip on his shoulder, bro. I think Donovan needs to grow that chip on his shoulder.
For sure.
I think Donovan just expects people to fold when he scores 30 points. I think
Yeah,
Brunson I think Brunson is expecting people to fight back when he scores 30. I think that's
yeah,
the difference in the mentality. That's what I'm saying. He's tough.
that's a good point, bro. Because Donovan had two bad playoff runs. Remember that Utah one? Against the Mavericks, and he was coasting. It's like Donovan Mitchell. He likes to coast, like you just said. He likes to just coast. And sometimes he likes to turn it up.
Donovan
And it's
Mitchell
like
is like a Carmelo type of
take over.
player.
Stop it, man. Carmelo. Where'd you
Yeah,
get
he's
Carmelo
like a
from, though?
Carmelo type of player.
You know what it is? I think it's the game. The game comes easy to Donovan. It comes too easy to him where he takes his foot off the gas. He
I
doesn't
agree
have
with
that
that.
same
Yeah.
hunger. He don't have that. Remember his first year against OKC? Like
Oh
this
my God, he
dude
was a
did
beast
not stop coming. He did not stop coming. I was like, who the hell is this?
at all.
And he did not stop coming, bro. I think, you
Yeah.
know, he gotta get that fire back, that hunger back.
Hey, BJ, you know why?
And he had it, bro. He had it in the regular season. That's the crazy part. He had it in the Cavs regular season.
That Cleveland food is nasty.
Well,
Yeah,
you
That's
know
yeah.
why
why,
he
man.
was.
The
You know
Cleveland
why he
food
was
is
hungry his
nasty.
first year?
Why was that? What was that, Bubba?
Cause he was the underdog. Ain't no expectations from the underdog, bro.
Was he really an underdog?
Against OKC, he was.
No, but
He was.
even before the playoffs, bro, he was a very beastie rookie. I'm trying to think was the last time we seen a rookie like that. Like he was just really his IQ as a rookie was fucking crazy. He was averaging like 17, but it was like the way he was scoring. Like he was
No,
scoring mid
he
ranges,
averaged
threes.
20
Yeah,
as a
something
rookie.
exactly. But the way he was getting his buckets, he was getting buckets like he was an NBA veteran when he came in.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
was
He
like,
should have
what the
I
been.
mean,
fuck?
He should have been rookie of the
the
year.
shoot the
They
shooter
robbed
had
him.
a good rookie season. The shooter.
You
The
said
what?
Dennis Schroeder?
No, the shooter, Ja Morant, the gun guy. He had a
Oh, he's Ja Morant.
Of course, yeah, John Morant, but John Morant's spectacular, man. When he's playing
We'll
basketball.
see him next year. We'll see him in 2 years.
You see him in 50 games.
Yeah, I heard that shit was like 40 something games, and that was assumption by a media or analyst or something. That
Yeah,
wa-
it's
that was
probably
that
like
wasn't
that, bro.
that wasn't straight out of the horse's mouth, but that was
Shit,
from
they
something.
I wouldn't feel sorry.
Hey, he did it to himself, bro. He did it to
shit, they
himself,
play
man.
better without him, right? They play better without him, right?
Right.
But the problem
They
with John
play better
Morant
without him.
is he's a liability on defense. So like when he's off the court, they lose that liability and become more of a strength defensive wise. That's the deal with him.
That's true. He's
He's just
yeah.
straight bucket getter, bro. He loves the hype. He loves. That's why he's flashing guns, bro. Like when you got like I don't know how you guys grew up, but bro, all the real street cats that I knew, they ain't flashing nothing, bro. You ain't gonna know they got it till it's too late for you. You don't go around just flashing guns, right, bro? That's a wannabe right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
young. He a youngin, man. I don't know what to say about Ja.
he's definitely a wannabe, bro, for sure, bro. And he has so much potential because he can play way better than when he's playing on the court too, bro. Because he has all the star attributes of being a star. Like he can actually really be like a star if he wanted to. Like
I
fix his
think
deep.
I think him and De'Aaron Fox done messed up. I think all the free agents are gonna go to Shai Alexander now. They're gonna start losing. They're gonna start losing players.
He's a beast, man. He is a beast, bro. He's probably the best young player of all of them, bro. Like his
that's my
Okay,
third favorite
how did
player to
De'Aaron
watch.
Fox mess up?
That's why my question.
How did De'Aaron Fox mess up?
Hey,
by
Shaq better than
losing.
Fox.
By
Shaq
losing.
better than Fox.
Nah.
I like Fox, man. I like Fox.
I'm taking Shai over Fox any day, bro. Shai has the potential
I
to be,
like Fox too. I'm not hating on Fox. I just say
but he ain't Shai.
I felt like they should have. I felt like they should have won a little more. Maybe not have won a ring, but they should have advanced at this point.
I'm telling y'all, bro. Shai could be like a Kawhi type of player, bro. That's how good Shai is.
Yeah,
Shai.
Everybody's a Kawhi.
Oh wow. Wow.
No, I'm
wow.
bro, when you just watch. I'm not even trying to play with
How
you
many
right now, bro.
Kawhi in the NBA right now?
I could be a really good player, bro. Like
Kawhi is still playing,
bro. Bro, I'm saying like a Kawhi type of player, bro. The way he plays defense, the way his offense is. Oh, Shai's going, bro. He's not going nowhere, bro. His potential is through the roof. He has an MJ type of level, like Kobe type level. Like I'm telling y'all, Shai like that.
No.
About to be. I'm telling
I don't
you,
see the midi game though.
What is he? 24? 25?
Yeah,
How old is Shai? Like 25?
24.
Shai young as shit. He like 23, 24.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, I think he's older.
30.
I think he's. Let me see.
Average 30 with 2 steals in the block, bro. On 50-some% shooting. Shai's here, bro. Like I'm not even trying to joke with you. The way I watch him and his impact.
He's already better than Donovan
That's a
Mitchell.
problem, bro. I started seeing them box scores for like a month. Then when I started seeing them box scores for like 2 months, I said, man, I gotta turn the TV on. This dude right here. Yeah, he's different.
Bro,
I think what he means by quiet, bro, is like more about his personality. Like he's not cocky. He's not. The dude hangs 35.
Really?
Like
Did you see his clothes he's wearing? Go to the game.
I mean, I don't like that shit.
I'm
though.
talking about on the court.
Really?
I don't know about. I don't be watching what they're wearing to the game. That's irrelevant to me.
He dressed like a fool, though. I tell you that. But other than that, bro, his game's about to be flawless, bro. His mid-range game is like that. I'm telling you, I like that, bro. I'm just.
You talking about them big shoes? Them big shoes, Bruce? Them big shoes, Bruce? Them big shoes?
Yeah, Mario shoes.
He talking about the red boots.
Yeah, bro. But nah, he's next up, bro. Shai's next up.
That's irrelevant what they wear to the game, bro. If they win 5 rings and dress like the dumbest dude ever, what does it matter?
Hey, I'm gonna say that.
I'm just speaking on basketball terms. That dude, that dude's a problem, bro.
Thank you, sir. Shai will be better than Kyrie Irving in the next couple years. That's how good Shai is.
Yeah, I don't see that. But okay.
Yeah, Shai's
I don't see that. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. I'm telling you,
Shai's a bad man. I ain't gonna lie to you,
bro.
I watching the box score and I'm like, man, who the fuck is this dude?
Is he better than Donovan Mitchell? Is he better than Donovan Mitchell?
Yes.
Donovan's a top.
Man, y'all need to stop this.
He gotta make the playoffs first, man.
Right, he didn't even get to the
playoffs. He's not better than Anthony. He's not better than Anthony Edwards, man.
What?
He's not even better than Anthony Edwards, bro.
This guy is wearing Astro Boys boots. Astro Boys boots to the game.
It's not even. I mean, he's gonna make the playoffs, bro. I'm just telling you what I see from him, bro. He has attributes. He plays defense. He's 6'7". He has the mid range. That's a jazz. I'm telling you, bro. He's about to shoot through the roof in the next couple of years, bro.
Yeah, he's another Paul Pierce.
So he's better than Anthony Edwards.
It's close.
There's something wrong with Anthony mentally, though, bro. He don't show up half the damn time.
No, it's close, bro. But
he's only 20. He's 21. Shai's 24.
Oh wait, Anthony Edwards
25. Yeah, and it's only 21.
You got a good point, B. That's a good point, BJ. Oh shit, it's close between those two, but I just see a lot of like.
Anthony's got a lot of fucking potential. I'm not denying that. That dude's got a lot of talent.
Hey, but Anthony don't play defense like Shadow.
Yeah,
he can play D. No, that can play D. Yeah, I've seen that. He can play D.
But I'm taking Shai's defense over him though, bro. Like I'm just I don't know, bro. The shit I see from him, bro. I'm telling y'all the next couple, bro. I'm telling you he's gonna be that, bro. Like
he's big too, bro. He's big as hell.
I'm saying, bro.
It's a big that dude. How big was Penny Hardaway, bro? Does anybody remember?
6'7".
Yeah. How big is Shai?
Who's gonna be the next Penny Hardaway?
6'6".
Nah, Shai.
Wait. Who's the next Penny Hardaway?
It's possible, bro. Shai's a fucking problem. I'm telling you.
Shai is a big
I
problem.
That's
watched
not
the
the
dude.
next
I
thing the
watched
other
the
way.
dude play.
Sorry,
That's what
I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying, bro.
No,
You can see greatness all around this dude. I'm not even
Yeah, the
be funny,
dude
bro.
is he's a problem, bro. And like I don't mind y'all bringing up the playoff, but y'all can't hold the double standard now. This man Donovan walked into Defensive Player of the Year. He walked into Mike Conley, who already had all the playoff experience. Like, if y'all going to talk about the surroundings, what did Shai walk into? He walked into a fucking lottery team. So
He did.
kind of hold the same mindset for everybody you speak on. That's all. Don't you can't.
I think I seen when Donovan, because he had Ricky Rubio.
Oh yeah, they had Rubio over there too. I forgot about that.
I don't think Mike Conley was there yet. First year, it was Ricky Rubio starting with Donovan. But when I saw him beat OKC when they had Russ, PG, and Melo in their prime, well, Melo was a little outside, but Russ and PG were in their prime. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, this dude's different. But I saw, the last few years, Donovan's hunger kind of, went away. But he's as any bit talented anybody in the league, man.
Yeah, Donovan nice, bro.
he's
Like he
not.
said, he gotta
He's
get
not
that spark
Spider
back,
anymore.
bro. Because he got
He's a
that it
Beetle.
factor too, bro.
No, he's still Spider, bro.
He's a Beetle now. He's not a Spider, man.
What did they produce on both ends? Can you pull up both of the stats?
You talking about Donovan?
Shai and Donovan.
Shai had better stats than Donovan.
As far
Shai
as
had
that,
better.
and pull up the same age stats. Don't pull up an 8-year veteran to a second year star.
Shai had MJ
Stats
stats,
doesn't
bro.
gonna say
Shai had
anything. He's not gonna
MJ
tell you
stats.
the circumstances or the team
Wait,
wise.
Donovan. Wait,
For
Mitchell came
a
in
man's averaging
2018.
2
Shai
steals
came
and a
2019.
block or two on defense, bro. That's telling
With
you
30 points. 52
that's speaking a lot.
bro. Shai, I'm
I
telling
think we gotta
y'all, bro.
wait. We gotta wait to see what Shai's gonna be. Like, we have to wait with Anthony Edwards. We gotta wait De'Aaron Fox. All these other players, like
Anthony Edwards got a lot of fucking potential too. Now.
that dude, 21 years old, man. That's the player that we looking at. Like, okay, in the future, he gonna be something special. He already beat. You guys already know about Anthony. He beat our team in the play-in.
He did, but I mean that was an though.
That was a hostile game too.
I remember that game.
Bro, he had help, and it was in his house. So
wait, no,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
but what was he? 20 years old? 19?
Yeah, you're right.
he was 20.
Who did he beat? Was Paul George a quiet playing?
Paul George was
Paul
playing.
George played, yeah.
Paul George was playing. He was actually trying his ass off too. So I mean,
They were scared to guard him too. They were scared to guard him.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards has the mentality, bro. Like his potential was very high, but I'm not gonna say his potential. I'm not gonna say his potential is higher than Shai's because I just what I see from Shai, like I said, he can become a squad type player, bro. That's all. He's dangerous, bro. That's all I know. He's a dangerous ass player,
bro. That 30 points. That's all you're looking at.
No, I'm looking at his game,
nah,
bro.
Shai way more than 30 points, bro. Y'all gotta watch that dude play.
You have to the way he.
Wait, what else? What else does he do? How many?
Bro, he averages like down on the other end of the court. He's averaging like 2 steals and over at least one block.
Stop it.
He's defense.
I swear he is, bro.
He had like a Kobe type.
That's not assumption. That's really what he's doing on the other end, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You have to watch what this man does. And the way he gets his buckets, he bumps, fades. And if you're not going to do that, he's going to go straight to the bucket. He's crafty. He can go left and right. He can shoot the three if he wants.
He's polished. He's polished. Yeah, he's definitely polished.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's strong as hell, bro. He's 6'7". See, that's another thing about these small dudes, bro. Like when he gets in the playoffs, Brunson's really the only small dude in the playoffs that I would say that may be tough enough to mental wise to handle the beating that he's gonna take. If you look across the NBA, what small stars is carrying teams anywhere?
Not a lot.
Steph is the smallest one, and was he 6'3", 6'4"? And he's had 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers around him his whole time.
Yeah, Fox.
Bro. So if Brunson's doing on the playoffs, what's Shai doing in the playoffs? Oh, he's gonna, bro.
I ain't hating on De'Aaron Fox either. That dude can ball too. I like Fox.
But he's not Shadow. He is not Shadow.
But bro, when Shai's in the playoffs, he didn't do shit.
I gotta hold off on Shai, bro. I'm just saying, like, these guys we talking about have already done something in the playoffs.
Right.
BJ's right though. BJ's right though. I mean, the hype is crazy over here.
Yeah,
I
cause
like
I know
I
what
like
Shai
Shaw
do.
too. I like Shaw. I got to see in the playoffs, man. Because
I
really,
agree. I agree with
I'm
BJ.
kind of feeling a certain way off that playing game against Minnesota. I'm kind of feeling
Yeah,
a certain way off of that. So,
he had a bad game. He had a bad game for that game. He did.
and
Wait,
Anthony Edwards on the other side.
you didn't see Shai in the
Yeah,
playoffs
that's a good point, BJ. He was.
against Golden
So I
State?
mean, but we'll see, bro. I mean, I think OKC got a they got a bright future, bro. If they gonna keep him and then put another piece around him, like it's gonna be, yeah, bro. We gotta see him in the playoffs, bro, because his
I
game
would
is
say
very
everybody
polished.
else we speaking on got a lot more fucking help than OKC, if you ask me though.
Mm.
Like
Uh,
hell, just Sacramento was like the number 2 or 3 seed. They got
yeah,
they got
they had
they
a
got some
team.
hoopers over there.
Well, yeah, because I think it was more so that system they plugged in.
Bruce. Doing-
Yeah, but I know, like I said, I think Shaw has like the look to be, and I think he has like the appeal to be a star, like in the league as far as in the playoffs. I just gotta see it. I just gotta see it. That's it.
I agree, BJ. I mean, I agree. I can't even get mad, bro. I see greatness from that dude, man. Just watching him, bro. It's not even stats. Like I watch, you watch him, bro. You be like, damn, he get wherever he want to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
impressed
it's
when I
fun.
watched that dude.
It's fun to
Like
watch.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. Then the game winners too. Like, and it's like he wants the ball too. It's like, bro, if he can just, I don't know, bro. Like more pieces, like you said. Once we see him in the playoffs, we're gonna get everything we know about him, bro. I just see greatness from far, bro. I can tell he's gonna be something, bro.
I
Like
feel
for
that.
sure,
I
for
feel that.
sure. Who?
Money Monty, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro? How you?
What's good, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome to the
Money
show.
Yo,
Monty.
yo, how y'all doing? Tell I'm cool, I'm cool.
what's good, bro?
Yo.
What you got on the Miami Heat,
What's the
Denver Nuggets
word?
series?
What we talking about?
The Miami Heat and the Denver game.
Um, I just feel like like I said, I've been. You can ask Kirk. I've been preaching Miami. I've been preaching them from the start. They've been in tough series. If you go back to Boston, you go back. They went to the Garden. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy place to play. People keep saying, "Oh, they played the Knicks. They played the Knicks." That's not an easy. But a lot of teams can't go in the Garden and beat them uh 4-1, 4-2,
Donovan
whichever
Mitchell.
one they
Facts.
beat them. A lot
Yeah,
of
I had
teams
that
can't
series
do
going
that,
longer. That was impressive win.
and they embarrassed Milwaukee. You feel me? So it's just I feel like they just had a tougher road. Miami, the history, the tradition of they franchise. I feel like the history of their franchise, they're gonna beat the Nuggets in 6. That's the way I got it.
Mm.
The Nuggets, they're good. Jokic, they good, but they started bleeding. They started bleeding. They took Michael Porter away. Jamal Murray, he only had 18 points. You know what I'm saying? They started bleeding. They didn't have a lot of people that help Jokic. Once you turn him into a scorer and the whole team is away, you have a chance to win.
Facts. That's where I see it.
But I do think, I do think that Denver is gonna make adjustments though. I think they're gonna make adjustments game
What
3. But you
what
gotta think
adjustment?
about this,
What
right?
adjustments you think
So
they'll
you
do,
just
bro?
think about I think they gonna try to they gonna try to get more ISO ball with Jamal Murray. They're gonna try to get him and pick and roll with Jokic. They're gonna try to do that more. They're gonna try to get Jokic to find better passing lanes because they cut them passing lanes off the last game when I watched it. They cut their passing lanes off, so I think they are gonna make adjustments, but that's gonna be tough in Miami. In Miami, that's kind of tough. I ain't even gonna lie, that's kind of tough.
That's facts.
They gotta play 2 games in Miami. That's
Yeah,
You definitely right.
I don't trust Denver shooters in Miami. I I trust Jokic to get his 30. I
And that's
mean,
not gonna work.
you
I
say
can't even say I
you
trust
don't
Murray to
trust
get
it.
to get. Go ahead.
You say you don't trust the shooters in Miami.
I don't. No, I don't trust Denver shooters in Miami. I
Who's
trust
Duncan
Miami shooters.
Robinson?
Say what
Yeah,
now?
I trust it. I like Gabe Vincent. I like Gabe Vincent. He tough.
Yeah, no, I was speaking on Denver
Gabe
shooters.
Vincent
I'm
is
saying I
tough.
don't like them. I don't like Denver shooters on the road.
Oh yeah, on the road, yeah. I want to see. I just want to see how they adjust. I want to see how they adjust on the road in the finals. This is not the regular season. You feel what I'm saying? They used to playing regular season games. They're not. They used to playing. But I want to see how they adjust in the finals.
Yeah, on the
So
road with the back against the wall.
we just
That's a
gotta wait
fact.
for games. With they back against the wall, they back hasn't been against the wall all season. They haven't. They back hasn't been against the wall all season. They the number one seed. They the heavy favorite. Nobody talking about Miami. We gonna see. Miami now has home court advantage.
Are you from Miami? Like, is that your team, or where you from? Who's your regular team?
Nah. I'm from DC, bro. I'm from DC. The trenches. I'm from DC, bro. I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, so I support the Clippers right now.
Oh
You
yeah,
on the
you on the
right
right
channel,
channel
then.
then.
You're on the right channel then.
Yeah. I'm a huge. I was a huge OKC fan, but I still support Shai Alexander. I still look at the
My
team and what
guy.
they do, but I follow the Clippers. Though I follow because of Russell Westbrook. That's my favorite player. I'm a diehard Russell Westbrook fan, so I
No,
want to
That's
see
what's
the
up.
no
Clippers
Westbrook slander
go get the.
tolerated, huh?
I want you said one more time.
No Westbrook slander tolerated over there where you at, huh?
Yeah,
Hmm.
no Westbrook slander where I'm at. I ain't no Westbrook slander where I'm at. I back it up for him.
Hey, he played amazing, bro. He played amazing, bro.
Yeah, he did play amazing. He I think he averaged around 28, close to 30 points against the Suns. I think he played good. He played very good defensively too. I think the Lakers. I think they missed them against the Nuggets, and that's why they got swept.
That's a good point.
How you feel about Westbrook when everybody's on the court though? When he hit the ball ain't in his hands, and Kawhi and PG got the ball all the time.
He's a playmaker. I feel Rusty's been playing with great players, so he knows how to play. He does different things in the game, different areas. He rebounds, he passes the ball. You feel me? He's a key piece to the Clippers, as you can see, and I guarantee you they're going to try to keep him on that next year. If they don't, they're stupid.
Facts. I agree with that.
They're gonna be the guard.
He does
Maybe,
everything that the Clippers need.
maybe you can talk me into it. Maybe you can talk me into it. I'm kind of against it myself because
I
I don't think he had the ball as much. So I think his game needs the ball more. But I I, ain't- I don't hate to do. I'm willing to be talked into it. I just think I think the Clippers guaranteed favorite to win it all. Guaranteed if they bring Westbrook off the bench and put the ball in his hands while Kawhi and PG's resting, and he could just play his game like he was doing in the playoffs. I'm definitely for that. But
mm,
I would shit.
Nah,
I'd
I
love to be
disagree.
wrong too, though. I'd love to be wrong.
I think he's a starter, bro. I don't think
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook. He does too much on the court, bro.
yeah, he's too big. Russell Westbrook, he's too big of a of a difference maker to be on the bench. They come off the bench.
I was
Nah,
impressed by his defense. I got to give him that, bro. That defense he was playing, bro. That something was everywhere, bro. Offensive rebound, like he was all over the fucking court.
game one, bro. Game one shows you why
Yeah,
that you need Russell Westbrook.
and he also was scoring the ball. He 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 also scored the ball as well. He not only rebound assist, he scored the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like he scored the ball. He also can score. He's a facilitator as well. Once he came to the Clippers, they gained a different energy. You feel what I'm saying? Russell Westbrook is a leader too as well. And Paul George, people like Terrence, man, they said that. They said as soon as he was a vocal voice. He was a leader for them. You feel me? So I don't know. I support the Clippers and I support Russell Westbrook.
My God.
I,
That's facts though.
I think they need to use him. Like when he don't have the ball, I think they need to run a pick and roll with him being the screener. So like when they go to double, that way they can't double and trap PG and Kawhi off the pick and roll because Westbrook is gonna roll to the rim, roll to the free throw line, and then it's either gonna be a lob to Zubac or it's gonna be a
Yeah,
layup by Russ. I like that philosophy too.
I agree. I agree. And then I like how he a developing a 3-point shot. It's not there yet. I don't think it's there yet, but
Shit, he used
he
to shoot them
hitting
things
some. I
good, bro.
seen some flashes.
He used to
Yeah,
shoot
I
3-pointer
seen
real
some
good when he was
flashes of
young.
him shooting a three. Yeah, he used to, and then he started taking too many, and he started missing. Missing more than what he made. You feel what I'm saying? He used to, but he's not. That's not his game. That's not his game. But as he get older, he has to develop that shot if he wants to stay in the league. Because everybody shoot threes now. So
Yeah, I think he need to post up more too, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt like they, I felt like they might have squeaked that series out if they'd have started posting CP and Booker up a lot more with Westbrook instead of letting him be out there running around, running the pick and roll and shit. They just would have started abusing them boys on
no,
the block because like he was killing them boys on the block. I felt like they should have done that some more.
man,
He
He was
might have won
killing
that
them,
series.
bro. He was
man,
killing them,
yeah,
bro.
he was killing. He was killing them. He was killing them. We would win that series if Kawhi was healthy. We gotta get to the down in the gritty. If Kawhi was healthy, I feel like it would have been a different story. If Kawhi was healthy and Paul George come back healthy, it'd have been a different story. Phoenix ain't want to see us. Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, and then the whole bench that we have, Eric Gordon, Norman Powell. We talking about championship pieces. So
They
I
didn't want to
just
see
think
us.
that's a big. I think they gotta get healthy. I feel like once we get healthy, then I feel like we can compete. But if we not healthy, how can we compete for championships? The Nuggets, they're healthy right now. That's why they competing for a championship. In Miami, all they missing is Tyler Herro. That's the only player that they missing right now, and hopefully he comes back because I want to see him play. But we gotta stay healthy. If we can't stay healthy, we're not gonna win a championship. And I want to see Paul George win a championship. I want to see Russell Westbrook win a championship. Um, Kawhi, he done it. He's done it. He knows how to take the Clippers there. But can he do it again? That's the question. Can he do it again, Kirk?
Hey, I think he could do it again, bro. I think he wants to do it again. Because every time they talk about Kawhi and his work ethic, they say he works very hard, bro. So Kawhi can definitely do it again for sure, bro. He has to
I
be on the
I
court.
don't even think that's a question.
That's not even a question, bro. It's not even
I
a
think the
question. Every time
question
he
is
steps on the court,
can we keep him on the court? That's the only
that's
question.
it, bro. Because
There ain't nobody in the playoffs want to see
Nah, I
that
don't think.
dude.
I don't think. I don't think we can keep him on the court because I think he's been injured too much. I think he's been injured too much in the last couple of years, and his body is kind of catching up with him. You feel me? And I'm sorry to see that for one of my favorite players. Kawhi Leonard is one of my favorite players, and I'm just sorry to see that for him because I want to see him win another championship and keep playing, and I want to see him healthy. He just need to take time and get fully healthy because them first two games he played against Phoenix, he gave them the business the first round. They was glad that he wasn't playing no more.
hey, bro, he cooked
He
them
gave
dinner.
them the business. How much he
Man,
had, Kirk? How much he had the first game? Yeah, I think he had like
38.
47 points the first game.
Well, no, he had 38, but it was close to 40 though, bro. But no,
Yeah, he
he
had
was dominant,
38
bro.
points. Yeah,
No facts. 38, bro. He did
yeah,
everything, bro.
yeah. He's a
He did
dog.
everything. Yes, he is.
I
Hey,
I, I don't think he. It's kind of like it's some other player, but I don't think he gonna. I'm hoping and praying. I think he's ran his course with the injuries. Like what it. his biggest concern was the ACL, and that's not even. The doctor said that ain't even close to being damaged. Like he didn't hurt that at all. That's the biggest
But
concern. So, but you gotta look like this, money. Like
So
so let's say money. Let's say Kawhi's injury happened 60 days before the playoffs instead of right at the playoffs. He's back. And I'm not saying he's not injury prone, but I'm saying he got hurt at the wrong time. The ACL injury. Let's say it happened in the middle of the year instead of in the playoffs. He's back for the 2022 playoffs. He just barely missed those playoffs.
Yeah.
The injuries just have been at the wrong time. They just right at the playoffs. If them either one of them injuries happen at any different time, he's back for 2022 and 2023 playoffs.
That's a good point, bro.
Yeah.
So
but I just want but we got. But we gotta look at it as this: since Kawhi and Paul George signed to the LA, since they signed to the Clippers, they have not been healthy. They've not. Paul George as well. And I'm a big Paul George fan. They haven't been healthy, and I feel like that's the big part why they haven't won a championship, because they can't stay healthy and they can't keep the team around them.
Oh yeah, there's no question about that. That's all it is. I don't think there's no.
So
go ahead.
If they stay healthy, I feel like they stay healthy and they add a couple pieces this all season. You feel me? It's a lot of free agents out here. They need to. After Tyronn Lue, he's the perfect coach. I love Tyronn Lue. He's the perfect championship experience. And Tyronn Lue, he's been around Shaq, Kobe. Tyronn Lue, I love Tyronn Lue as the coach, but I just feel like they gotta want it. You feel me? It's then like Jimmy Butler, you see it. You see it. He wants to win a championship. Jokic wants to win a championship. Like you see these guys, they really put that work in. Like you gotta really put that work in. Miami came from an 8 seed in a play-in tournament. You know what I'm saying? They lost to Atlanta. And they was down by Chicago, and now they're in the NBA finals. Like it's a different type of work. It's the work effort you gotta put in to, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, you gotta be willing to put in that work. And I don't think everybody be buying in. I think everybody in Miami, they buying in.
That's facts. That's facts. You got to put in the work, bro. That's why they're the clutchest team in the playoffs right now, because they've been in these moments and they've been down, they've been at their lowest point, and they pushed through. So now you're pushing through in the NBA finals. So that's what it's going to take. It's going to take. Do you want it? How bad do you want it? Like it's going to take them moments. It's going to take them dog fights. It's going to take you getting knocked down in the 12th round and getting back up and maybe knocking. It's going to take them gritty blue moments. And they've been down there. So like you said, they was down in the play-in with the Bulls. That's why they clutch. They that's ultimate clutch.
I forgot that fool was down by like 13 too.
All I'm saying, they wasn't supposed to be here. Like they wasn't supposed to be there. That's all I'm saying. Like they was in the play-in tournament. And for the Nuggets, they can't go to Miami with an eight-man rotation. Like I don't think that's gonna work. You feel me? You gotta play guys like Reggie Jackson. Like Reggie Jackson can get him valuable minutes right now in the finals. I feel like
he definitely
Reggie
can.
Jackson get him valuable minutes. DeAndre Jordan, put them in there. Let them contribute a little bit. You feel me? That's the type of adjustment I would like to see Denver to make. But you know, they gonna stick with their young guns. And I just think the lights is gonna get too bright. If the lights is too bright.
Yeah, I don't see them putting them guys in either. I would like for them to start Bruce Brown and put Porter on the bench and let Porter come in and match Duncan like a defensive stopper type of dude.
I actually like that. That's a good point, bro. Because Bruce Brown brings that energy, and he's going to score.
Did Bruce Brown play the last game?
I think he did.
He plays every game. He didn't. They be taking him out.
With him.
Yeah, they're closing out with him, but they're not starting him. So like, I would go ahead and just start him. because I don't think it's no more. I don't think it's no more demoralizing to Michael Porter. You got benched in the fourth quarter in crunch time in the NBA final. If you didn't lose no confidence off that, I don't think you're gonna lose no confidence off being six man.
He'll be okay, bro. He had 3 back surgeries,
Salute.
bro.
Salute, man. What's good?
What's going on?
What's
What's
up,
going on?
bro?
Nice to meet everybody.
What's going on, bro?
You too, brother.
up, bro?
What's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the
Great,
show.
great. What's going on? What's cracking, slacking? How you guys doing? My name. You can call me G Money. My name is Gideon. You can call me G Money. Man, this Miami Heat team have junkyard dogs on this team. They put the Denver Nuggets on the grill in Game 2. I mean, their hard-nosed defense with their zone. They do a good job scoring the perimeter. Michael Porter's been trash, Michael Porter
trash.
No. Michael Porter's a good player, but I'm saying that Michael Porter was good in Game 1 defensively, but Game 2, the dude was in a dog. You're 6'10", right? Why in the hell are you jacking up threes? It's stupid. 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Attack the basket and use the mid-range shot and get to the middle. And if you're Mike Malone, right, down by 3, remember when Butler missed a fair at the top of the key? Why not call a timeout and run a play? Like, why not call a timeout and run a play? And the thing
G Money is Denver your team, or you just?
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not a Nuggets fan.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
bro.
I just like to get perspective which angle you coming from.
He didn't call the timeout. He did.
Right.
He didn't call the timeout because he had trust. He had trust in Jamal Murray and Jokic to make a play. You feel what I'm saying? At that moment in time. You feel me? They were down 3 points. He could have called the timeout. A veteran coach, I feel like, would have called the timeout and drew up a play.
You're right, but here's the thing. Even though Butler played great defense and that 1-on-1 at the left wing, at the same time, I say call timeout, maybe run like a screen and pop or just swing the ball. That's what I'm saying right there.
Yeah,
but
he got to get Butler off Murray. That's what you're saying.
That's a good point, bro. But for not to call a timeout, you throw out the defense though, because you have to play. You have to keep going. So it's like you don't call that timeout, and you can still run that play as your defense is trying to set up. So at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like before you call that play, everyone's already setting up.
Hindsight
like
is always 20/20.
But
yeah,
I'm trying to figure out who
G Money right, bro.
Who exactly was he going to pass it to? Who was
Michael Porter was someone at the right corner.
That shot,
if you watch that possession, Michael Porter,
like that's.
If you watch that possession,
Michael Porter is a good shooter. He's a good shooter, but he's not ready for that situation. It was less than 15 seconds left on the clock. You feel me? Jamal Murray took that shot because he's a big
Murray's
shot
a better shooter. Jamal Murray's a better player.
He's capable. He's capable of making that shot. He just missed the shot. You feel me? If Jokic or Jamal Murray,
I agree with that. I'm just saying he could have ran a
I
better
agree with
play.
that.
You're right. What I'm saying is that you could have just ran a better play. I'm not saying it's a terrible shot, but I'm saying that they could just ran a better play. But another reason why
then they would have fouled them, and then they would have.
Yeah, that was a solid look.
They would have fouled them, and they would have had to shoot 2 free throws.
It was a good shot.
That's probably why they didn't call it.
It was a good shot. It was a good shot.
It was a good decision.
I mean,
it was a good decision. He missed it. You gotta understand. It's a final situation. You
don't want to set up against that Miami. You don't want to let that Miami defense set up.
Yeah, facts. You definitely don't want to do that because they already proved they can stop you.
I would have played my chances, bro. I would have at least ran a pick. But Jokic should be smart enough to know that too. Like they at all costs, bro. They had to get Butler the hell up out of that play, bro.
I agree. That's what I'm trying to say.
At all costs.
Missed the shot though. I don't think because it was Butler.
Yeah,
I think he just missed the shot. He was just short.
Is that the shot where Jimmy Butler damn near blocked the bitch? Are we talking about the same shot?
So Butler, you gotta give Butler credit. It's not like Murray was wide open. Butler did contest the shot.
If y'all talking about the one shot that I'm thinking about, bro, that was a highly contested ass shot.
No, the last shot was Jamal Murray hit the step back and he had hella space, and Jimmy had to press his hand up, and he already had the shot off. It was a good shot, bro. He just missed the shot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jamal Murray hit the,
So the play I'm thinking about was the play before that.
yeah, that's the play before that. But when Jamal Murray hit that step back, Jimmy, he had hella separation. He had hella separation after that step back, bro. And he already hit a shot before that, I think. So it was like, I mean, he just missed a shot, bro. It rimmed out. It just really rimmed out. I mean,
Yeah, it was definitely right there. Almost,
bro.
It almost went in, but it didn't go.
Missed a shot. That's just like if Steph
I live with that then. I live with that then.
Curry was in that moment and he took that shot. Yeah, I would live like you dive or you live that shot. Like he took that shot because he wanted to tie the game for his team to go to overtime. And you know what I'm saying? He's one of the star players on the team, so he has to take that shot. At the end of the day, I'm not mad at that shot. Miami was the better team, and they won. You feel me? Everybody thought it was gonna be a sweep. Everybody thought Denver.
Well, not me. I picked the Heat to win the series.
I ain't never thought
the Heat to win the series. You can't say everybody.
Never thought.
No, he's right though, but no,
you can't say everybody. I picked the Heat to win.
Majority of people thought it was gonna be a sweep, bro. I ain't gonna lie, not everybody, but majority of people was Denver's this.
I ain't never thought that.
No, they wasn't sweeping Miami. Miami gonna win some games in Miami.
Literally, bro.
I said it before the last show went off, bro. I said, BJ said, "What's y'all's closing points?" I said, "Bro, there ain't but one closing point. This game is more must-win game for Denver than it is for Miami. We already seen what Miami can do when they losing. Denver go back to Miami 1-1, and now you're on the ropes of possibly coming back home down 3-1.
This series will be over.
That game 2 to me was must-win game for them.
This game three is
they on the ropes right now, bro. They on the ropes.
And guys, consider this too. I'm sorry for interrupting. We don't know how Michael Porter's going to look in the finals game on the road. Same thing with Jamal Murray in the finals game on the road.
He might shit his pants, bro, and drink pina coladas.
And same thing with Joker. I think Joker's going to go.
Porter, I don't know.
I think Murray will be fine though.
Murray's a beast, bro. He's gonna be fine.
But
I think Murray's confidence is good enough.
This my thing. Denver, right? This is their first time being there, and now they got to go play in Miami in a hostile environment in the finals, and they have to win 2 games. You feel me? And this is something that they've never done before.
Exactly.
They've never.
They ain't even been to the final before, much less.
Exactly. It's gonna play a factor
in the series.
Yeah, that's why I say this is a must-win for Denver. This is a must-win for Denver.
Exactly. Because
I
if
think
they go
it's
down
over.
2-1,
If they go down 2-1, I think their confidence is going to shatter.
Exactly, and they'll be down 3-1. And look,
y'all know what everybody right here, even us on this panel, y'all know what the X factor that nobody gonna see coming tomorrow that we should all see coming a mile away. I think somebody mentioned on this earlier. Tomorrow, Jimmy Butler knows what's at stake. Wednesday night, you're gonna see a 40 ball from Jimmy Butler.
It's possible.
I agree. Fact.
He knows about this game, bro.
I want to see that.
I even though they won yesterday, I think the rest of the team stepped up. I don't see the same spark from Jimmy he even had so far in these playoffs. I want him to be
maybe the dude tired, bro. He had to guard the best player on Boston every night.
I heard he's going through something though.
What you mean he's going through something?
I heard he's going through something personal, like in his personal life.
Oh shit! Damn, bro. But I don't know, bro. I think, like I said,
that can't be no worse than somebody's sister getting convicted in prison.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
But it does affect you, though. Even that does affect you, though.
Man, shit didn't affect Kawhi.
Ain't no excuses. Man. I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. I agree with you on that. I agree wholeheartedly with you on that. But
Isaiah Thomas lost.
I'm just giving you context. I don't agree that it should be an excuse. I'm just giving you context,
bro. Like I said, bro. Jimmy is a star. You can say he has superstar abilities and mentalities. But he doesn't need to score 30 for the team to win. Miami is a very deep team.
And he don't need to.
He needs to.
But I think for this circumstance, I think he needs to have a good offensive game.
I agree with you, bro. No, this is the perfect time though. That's what I'm saying though. Like he did like game 1 and 2. Okay, you're cool, Jimmy. But game 3, nah, this is the 30-point. This is a 30.
And don't be
35
surprised if
point
Adebayo had a
game.
monster game. Adebayo's been the MVP for the Heat in this series so far.
That's what I said too, bro.
Absolutely.
Adebayo, not just scoring, but defending, playmaking.
Absolutely. I've been highly impressed with Bam because I always question Bam because he has the tendency to disappear. And I'm impressed that he ain't been shooken in these finals.
And Duncan Robinson, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry were huge in game 2. Max Strus had a big first quarter.
For sure.
I mean, this Heat team, look, Miami's not a real 8 seed, in my opinion. This is not a real 8 seed. They're really a top 60 masquerade as an 8 seed, though. So
yeah, but I agree with what you mean, but if they really are AC though, you got to give them the credit though. I
give them credit. I do.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm only saying that because I don't want people to go to try to downplay what they pulled off.
They work hard for where they.
Yeah, I don't want people to try to downplay what they pulled off. If they can win a title,
they work hard just like.
If they can win if they can win the title, I don't want people trying to change the narrative. If they can win a title coming from the AC, this would be one of the most impressive championships in history.
Exactly. From nearly missing the playoffs, like they got smoked by the Hawks. They almost lost to the Bulls. They beat the Bucks in 5, mind you. They beat the Knicks in 6. Beat the Celtics in a Game 7, a blowout in a shellacking in TD Garden, and then beat the Nuggets though. And consider this too. This is the 7th time that the Heat won on the road, and 7 times they were down double digits to come back to win.
And you know another thing, and damn near every series they've been the massive underdog.
Other than the other series that they weren't huge underdogs was against New York, but every other series,
Yeah.
That's a good point, bro. But
you're right about New York.
Bro, this can fight, bro, and definitely Gabe Vincent, bro. Like to me, he's the what is his name? He's the Victor Van Vliet, like on the Raptors.
Fred Van Vliet. Fred
Van Vliet. That's what Vincent is to this team, and you can see it, bro. Like
I agree.
He's playing exactly that role, but he's a beast, bro. Like that dude, nice.
But I get your point though that they ain't really with the way they confidence is, the way these players are stepping up. They ain't really an AC, as far as the way they playing. But they are AC though, man.
Man, they got all the fight in the world, bro, and that's what they needed though. They needed to be down like that for them to come all the way up, and that's just life, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you need to get knocked down and be like, damn, like we better than this. And
right.
Now they in the finals.
I want to throw it out there. Some people say if the Heat win the championship, they'll put Jimmy Butler over Dwayne Wade as far as the best Heat player of all time. Do you agree with that?
That's ridiculous. That's going too far.
No, that's some people. That's
going
some.
Too far.
I'm not saying
crazy.
I'm not saying I believe that. I'm not saying I don't believe that.
Stop it.
No. Let him say what he's gonna say though.
Right. I don't believe that because if you look at Wade in 06, yes, I know you had Gary Payton, Jason Williams, and Shaq, but Shaq was old, Payton was old, Williams was old, Antoine Walker was bad in the playoffs. What offense did the Wade had in 06?
Yeah.
Shaq only averaged 18. Shaq was great, but this wasn't Shaquille O'Neal from with the Lakers or the Magic. And Jason Williams, he only shot around 40%.
He was a shell of himself. Really,
exactly.
You really break it down.
Same three Gary Payton and Antoine Walker. I'm tired of people creating this BS that because they're Shaq, because they're Jason Williams, because they're Gary Payton. Wade's was less impressive. What are they talking about? Wade had the only people that really helped Wade in that series was like Mourning. Shaq, of course, Shaq did something, but he had Mourning. Mourning was big in that series, and Haslam. That's it.
And Haslam, yes, that's what I was trying to say.
That's the one time Butler has helped these playoffs.
Valuable minutes.
Exactly. Butler had a lot of help these playoffs. And look, I love Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's a star.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. But if you actually
better than Wade.
Exactly. If you actually use eye test,
hell no.
And if you actually use eye test and just look at context, Butler's only been dominant one series this year. That was against the Bucks. Against the Knicks, he only shot 43% from the field. Against the Celtics, was up and down. And these two games, he played well in the fourth quarter of game 2, but he's been up and down this series. If anything, Wade had a more impressive run. And look at the teams they played against. Miami in 06 played against a 64-win Detroit team that had Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace.
They was nice.
Yeah, they
all-stars.
During that era.
Exactly.
Facts.
They beat New Jersey in 06 with Jason Kidd, all-star. Vince Carter, all-star. Richard Jefferson, all-star caliber player. And then in the finals, they beat Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry. If anything, Miami had a tougher road on 06, if we're being honest.
Yeah, we all,
Yeah. We all know that.
260-win teams. The Heat in 06, those 260-win teams.
Yeah, bro.
We know
we
he
definitely
better
know
than
that.
Wade.
Yeah,
That's a stretch.
Good points. Nah, that is, bro. We all know that, bro, for sure, though, bro. But, I mean, Jimmy, to me, that Bucks series, Jimmy needed to have that performance. If he doesn't have that performance, bro, they're not winning that series.
I agree.
Like, at all. Like, they're not winning that series if he doesn't play like that, bro. I seen that performance. I said, oh, this nigga MJ. Like,
yeah, I agree.
He was a demon in that series, man.
Man, he drank that juice off of Space Jam, bro. Like,
yeah, he did. He did.
And all his shots were swished. It's like, I'm like, what is this nigga Jimmy taking, bro?
Mid-range, free ball, post
I've never seen. That was his best series ever. Like, that was his best series ever.
Not just the offense, the defense, the playmaking. He was a demon in that series. I mean, I want to ask you guys, if the Miami Heat win the championship, would you put this Heat run over the 95 Rockets run?
95 Rockets? You talking about what? We talking about?
I mean, it's debatable.
You talking about Hakeem?
Yeah, that team. Yeah, with Hakeem and Clyde.
I mean, I have to go back and put it over the back-to-back. But
no, I have to go back and look at that run.
Yeah,
but
the Rockets. I can tell you.
If you ask me right now before I go and check, I would say yes.
I would say yes to the 95.
I can tell you. Sorry, go ahead.
No, my bad, bro. I was saying I'll put it over to 95, but they did win back-to-back, bro. So we got to chill out with that.
Yeah,
but
that's a good
if
point.
You want to do 95, then
you were a 6 seed, and consider that too. The 95 Rockets beat the Jazz in 5, but it was a best of 5 in the first round. They had to win a game 5 in Utah with John Stockton, Karl Malone, and Jeff Hornacek and Byron Russell. Then in the second round, they were down 3-1 to the Phoenix Suns. Came back to win twice in Phoenix with Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, and Dan Marley. And then in the conference final, they beat the San Antonio Spurs, who won 62 games that year with David Robinson and Dennis Rodman. And then the NBA.
Did you watch these games, bro? If you don't let me ask
you. I remember this type of shit. Yeah,
I remember that game. I remember
when
the
they
game
swept
too.
the
It's been a long time since I've seen that shit.
Hang on.
I can't believe this guy.
Hang on. I want to add in there. They swept the Orlando Magic, being down 20 in game 1, mind you. They swept SWEPPPP. Swept the Orlando Magic with Shaq and Penny Hardaway and Nick Anderson, who won 57 games. Do you know how tough the 95 Rockets one was? They beat 260-win teams, a 59-win Suns team, and 57-win Jazz team? You know how tough that is?
I never forget how good Elijah Wan was against Shaq in that series, man. I never forget.
To me, he's better than Shaq all the time. He better than Shaq all the time. If you ask me.
I think he got a case for number one. If he had a better, like say he had more rings, I would put him over Kareem.
He never lost in the finals. Or did he lose in the finals?
I think he's more skilled than Kareem.
Oh, he's like 2-1 in the finals, I think. I think he did lose in the finals one year. But he's the best. For me, he's the best center all time.
I think I don't think he has the best legacy, but I think he is the best center of all times to me.
Skill for skill, pound for pound.
Yeah.
Like he one of them, bro. Like bro. He nice. Sure.
Right.
This dude he know what he talking about. I'm like, damn. Did you watch all them games, bro?
I remember watching those games, but it's been a long time since I watched them.
Oh my God, bro!
And speaking of watching, who do you think is gonna be watching? Who do you think is gonna? What fan base you think is gonna watch your team win the championship? I think it's gonna be the Heat fan base. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not a Heat fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I got a Heat in 6, to be honest. Here's what I think the series goes. I think Miami wins both at home. I think Denver wins Game 5 at home. Miami wins Game 6 at home. The Heat win in 6. What do you guys think?
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Nuggets are gonna go down 3-1 against this team.
Yeah, I don't. I hope they do. I hope they do because I want to see I'm rooting for the underdog.
Facts.
But I don't see them going down 3-1.
Yeah, and if they do, Miami did it to every team they faced in the
It'll be
playoffs
over.
this year.
It'll be over.
Yeah, I want to see that happen though.
They did it against the Bucks, the Knicks, the Celtics, and now them. So if they do that, that's very impressive.
It'll be over. It'll be over. And Denver could be. I think Denver would win a game 5 at home, but don't be surprised if Miami wins a game 5 up 3-1 because Denver might be shook.
Because Jimmy is good at stomping teams out when he gets the upper hand on them.
But not just Jimmy, bro. If Miami takes this team down 3-1, and they did it against every team they played, that's a coaching problem. That's not a Jimmy problem. That's a coaching problem. That
no, I agree. I agree. I'm just talking about Jimmy's leadership. I agree. I agree totally.
Yeah, Jimmy, Caleb Martin, Kevin Love, Max Strus, Vincent. Man, this is an underrated team. Duncan Robinson's been awesome these playoffs. I mean, Bam Adebayo's been great, not only offensively but defensively, playmaking, and they're doing this without Tyler Herro and Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive.
Best coach in the NBA, bro. Best coach in the NBA.
By far.
Yeah.
Best coach in the NBA, bro. Understands exactly what he needs in every situation. He understands what games is important. He understands what games that you can lose. Game 1, he knew he could lose game 1. I'm gonna keep saying that, bro. He knew he could lose game 1. He said, okay, y'all can take this game, but we're gonna come in game 2 and beat you, and then we're gonna go back home and beat you. That's the perfect time to do it. Why would I want to win game 1 and then lose game 2 and then come back to Miami? No, fuck that.
I don't think he knew he could lose. I think it was a fill-out game. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he knows that, bro. He knows that. He's like, go ahead, take that shit, and I'm gonna take game 2, and we're gonna go take game 3. Like I'm pretty sure like it went down something like that, bro. Like
yeah, it was a fill-out game. I think he had every intention of trying to win that game, but it just he was okay. Because he got to see what the matchups was and what he could
exploit. And the Nuggets didn't play fast in the second half of game 2. If you notice, though,
he saw they didn't dominate.
They didn't dominate the paint. They dominated the paint, but Denver played kind of slow. You saw Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon didn't run. You saw KCP committed some stupid fouls in game 2, though. I mean,
right.
What happened to KCP? I haven't seen this nigga do a lot of shit. Where is he at?
He was good. He was good up to this point. He just ain't did nothing in this series.
Pretty much.
It's his first finals, right?
No, it's not his first. He won a title. He won a title, a bubble title. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was there. What the fuck he doing?
He was good in the first few. He was huge the first 3 rounds. This series, his brain's been stuck in the freezer. I mean,
he's had some bad defensive assignments. He's been pretty horrible.
Bad fouls on 3-point shooters. He just wet the bed. And if you're Mike Malone, right? Why not use Reggie Jackson, Thomas Bryant? Use them a little bit.
Right, I agree.
Thomas Bryant is hesitant. Ever since he stepped on the court with Denver, he's hesitant.
Good point.
He's not his normal self.
Oh, okay.
What about Reggie Jackson? You lose Reggie Jackson a little bit, though.
I think Reggie. I mean, Reggie is good at making big shots, but I don't know if Reggie still got it.
And he's an ISO player. Denver's a ball movement team.
I want to see Reggie win a ring, but I'm rooting for Miami.
Yeah, and look, if the Nuggets want to win this series, this team needs to know how to figure out zone, man. Because Denver, what's so weird is that the Nuggets are one of the best teams to figure out zone, but game 2. This zone put them in the box. I mean, you saw Michael Porter, Jamal Murray didn't know what to do, and the Heat did a good job letting Joker become a scorer. That's what the Heat really need to do.
Joker. But that's hey, homeboy. You remember me, you and BJ we was talking about how they need to make Joker a scorer. You can't have him be the passer. We was talking about that a couple podcasts ago.
Exactly. You can't let Michael Porter get off. You can't let Aaron Gordon get off.
Because not only on them getting off, but when Joker gets to be a passer, it opens up every other part of his game too. He gets more confident. I mean, he gets a swag when he go to dishing those dimes out like that. His offensive game get better.
Exactly. And that's good. Another thing too, Miami did well. I thought the Heat were disciplined defensively, not whacking too much stuff, not create those stupid fouls. So I thought the Heat did a good job with that again.
Yeah, they did.
Right. So how do you think the series goes in your opinion? I got Heat winning in 6. I got the home teams winning out. How do you think the series goes in your opinion?
I hope you're right. To be honest with you, that's what my heart says. But I think I think this is a must-win game for Denver, and if they don't win it, it's over for them. I think.
Yeah, they're gonna be shook going to Game 4. They're gonna be shook.
Yeah, they're gonna be shook. They're gonna be like, "What? What we did wrong? What happened?"
And you're going on the road in that building in South Beach. Good luck with that. What do you guys think, though? What do you guys think? What's your serious prediction? I got Heat in 6.
I see. I don't know if they're gonna. I hope, like I said, I hope they win. You know, both games at home. But say the Denver still won.
It'll be 2-2 going back to Denver. 2-2
going back to Denver. I think it'll go to 7 games in.
And who do you think will win? And who do you think will win the Game 7?
I still think I'm still betting on Miami. I want Miami to win.
Okay, so Heat in 7. Okay, what were the rest of you guys? Okay.
Denver in 7.
Okay, you.
Nah, I got the Nuggets, bro. I think the what OC said. I think they split the series.
2-2.
Yeah, I'm going with that, man. I ain't gonna back down on my pick. But Miami got a good chance to really win this finals. You know they definitely they definitely outwork you. You can't get outworked by them, but they're gonna outwork the Nuggets and them threes, man.
When they're hot, they're hot. I mean, 17 made threes by the Heat, which is a franchise finals record for them. I mean, they got those open looks. So what do you think, man? I mean, one guy has Heat in 7. Another one says Nuggets in 7. What about you, man? 6 or 7? What's your feeling?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I got man, I gotta see this game 3.
Yeah, that's the way I feel too.
Yeah, I don't want to just go out there with a limb, but right now, man, I might say 7. I don't know, man.
Okay.
I might say 7. It's tricky.
Our Father's Day, Game 7 on Father's Day would be. If that would happen, would be lit. If the Nuggets win the championship, do you think Denver may be a future dynasty with the championship this year?
They will have a chance at it because I think it'll do wonders for their confidence.
Right.
I think this title will do wonder for, especially for Murray's confidence, and I think Joker already got the confidence he need to be a champion. But I don't know. I think this title would do wonders for Murray's confidence. I think.
Oh yeah, and Michael Porter also.
Yeah, him too. Yeah.
That'll be crazy because if you're Jamal Murray, ACL injuries, you blew your knee out, and you come back and you win the chip, that would be golden. For Michael Porter, you blew your back out multiple times, only played 3 games in Missouri. You didn't play really last year, and you didn't play at all in your rookie year, and you come back and win a chip. And your second, technically in your you know, after you missed the, you know what I'm trying to say though,
right.
That was great. That'll be crazy, and it'll be good for Mike Malone. He was on a bad Kings team, and you come back, you win the chip though. That'll be huge difference. Aaron Gordon on mediocre Magic teams losing the first round every year. If you become the last team standing, that'll be great though. I mean,
it would.
For Thomas Bryant, he was on the doghouse he was balling with the Lakers, but he was on a mediocre team to start, come back and win a chip. Great. Reggie Jackson missing the playoffs last year, and then this year getting a gold ball. That'd be great. DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, he can walk in. They can walk in the retirement happy.
Yeah, man, that'll be crazy. If you look at the Miami Heat, if the Heat win it all, Kevin Love gets a second ring, first without LeBron and Kyrie. Kyle Lowry gets a ring without Kawhi Leonard. I mean, Jimmy Butler puts his stamp on superstar status if he gets a ring. I mean, Caleb Martin and Cody Zeller, they get a ring, winning without the Hornets, though. I mean, Bam Adebayo winning a ring, too. I mean, whoever wins this ring, you got to feel happy for both teams, though, because all the journey both teams went through of injuries and failure. I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I'm always gonna root for the underdog. I don't think I've rooted for a favorite team since the Bulls.
Good point.
I honestly, I don't think I have since then. Every team I've supported since then has been like that's got issues of underdog or just nobody believes in them and stuff like that. I always like the underdog.
True, and it's good to see underdogs win though. If the Heat win the
It
title,
is.
if the Heat win the title, it'll be the first AC to ever win a title. And think about this. So, did you know Miami has 13 playoff wins this year? That's the most for an AC of all time. New York had 12 and 99. That's unbelievable. I mean, wow. Not just and think about this too. The Heat were dead last in scoring going into the playoffs.
And they've been hooping. Yeah, that was their main issue throughout the season. They couldn't score enough points. Their defense has been good, but everybody was bricking shots. Now they got in the playoffs and now they're knocking down them shots. Man, it's been beautiful to watch.
Man, it's been unbelievable, very unbelievable. And what do you guys like about these two teams? Good night, Andre. Salute everyone in the chat. Please subscribe to my man. Pull up, please subscribe to my man. Pull up podcast. Please crush those likes.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. It's
y'all
free.
Y'all want that good content? Come over here.
Man, you guys have awesome content, man. You guys have awesome content. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war in this series, man. It's gonna be a war. And people saying, "Oh, this series is boring." People don't know basketball if you think that. Do you know?
Yeah, those are casuals. Those casuals saying that.
Exactly. This series is fun. Look at the storylines between these two teams, man. And think about this too. Did you know the Heat finally won in Denver for the first time since November 30th, 2016?
Really? It's been that long?
It's been that long.
They couldn't beat Denver. Denver been giving it to them.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Man, that's unbelievable. That's very unbelievable, though, man. And,
so I got a question. If Miami win the championship, where does put Coach Spo at, like on an all-time coaches list? Like is
top 5 to top 10, around top 5 to top 10.
I say easy top 10. So, I have to go through a list to think about top 5 though.
Well, you got Red Auerbach, Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, Larry Brown,
Lenny Wilkins,
Chuck Daly.
What about Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr should be up there, in my opinion.
Okay, so.
Wow. If Eric Spoelstra if he takes an 8th seed from nearly missing the playoffs to a championship, you got to put Spo in the top 10 for Coach of the Year all time. You got to. And he's doing this without the big 3. No D-Wade, no LeBron, no Bosh. He's doing this without the big 3.
No certified superstar, period.
Exactly. Because Butler's more of a star. But
he's not certified.
Yeah.
Even if you call him a superstar, he's not certified.
Exactly. No certified superstar. Tyler Herro being on the wheelchair most of the playoffs. Victor Oladipo blowing his knee out. I mean, the Heat, who are the worst offensive team in the NBA, if Spo gets this team to grace the Larry Bryant Trophy in the atmosphere, in the air, bruh, it's going to be one of the most memorable championships of all time. I want to ask you, if the Nuggets win the title, though, how many rings do you think Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic with this roster together will win, if the Nuggets win it all?
If they win it all, I think the ceiling for them is probably maybe 3.
3 rings? Okay, what do you think, man?
I don't know. They got a good team. They could be good for a good minute. Cause how old is Jamal Murray and Jokic?
I think. Let's see.
Reason why I capped the ceiling at 3 is because those injuries you was talking about.
Yeah, with Michael Porter.
Yeah, the back injury. That comes. That's a problem. I deal with back issues, and that was the worst thing you can have, boy.
Right. Let's see. Jamal Murray is 26 years old. Jamal Murray is 26.
That's pretty young, though.
That's pretty young. Joker.
He's around cracking a prime.
Joker, Nikola Jokic is 28, and Michael Porter is 24.
That is young, though. That is young.
Yeah, those three guys right there, that's the main three. They could be good for a minute.
They could.
I like this Nuggets team.
They kind of remind you of the Spurs a little bit. I'm not saying they're as good as the Spurs, but this Nuggets team kind of reminds you of the old Warriors teams. I know the old Warriors had more jump shooting, but the old Warriors teams were not only great offensively, but great defensively, and could move the ball. And the Spurs with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker.
They kind of remind me of a better Cavs team. Like that early '90s Cavs team. They remind me of a better team like that. Because they got the athletic power forward.
Larry Nance, you got Brad.
Yeah.
Mark Price.
You see where I'm going with it? Yeah.
Those guys. They was nice. They was nice. They could have probably went all the way if it wasn't for Jordan.
If it wasn't for Jordan. If it wasn't for that damn Jordan.
Another team too. And Cavs was also other tough teams too. Yeah, Knicks too, yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan won everybody titles.
Jordan, Pippen, Phil Jackson, yeah, Steve Kerr, John Paxson, Bill Cartwright, yeah.
But they remind me of a better Cavs team because I think Jokic is better than obviously he's better than Darity was.
Doherty, yeah. What about Michael Porter and Jamal Murray?
I think Jamal Murray is probably a better overall player, but he's not the 3-point shooter Mark Price was.
Yeah,
Right.
Mark Price was nice, man. Mark Price was underrated.
Yeah,
Right.
he was. He was pretty good.
Right, and Michael Porter.
He's a really underrated point guard if you really think about it.
Yeah, all them point guards they had.
Right, and Michael Porter.
Michael Porter.
Yeah.
Who was Michael Porter comparing to?
Well, you could compare Michael Porter to. Would you compare him to a Craig Elo or a? Would you compare him to a Craig Elo or a Chucky Brown? Or Danny
maybe.
Ferry?
Or maybe Danny Ferry. Maybe didn't they have who else they had on that team?
The '90s team.
Yeah, the '90s Cavs. Cleveland also
Ron
had.
Harper wasn't there no more. Ron Harper.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to remember. I think Ron Harper was gone.
He got traded, I think, in the late '80s, right?
Yeah. You also had Craig. You also had Craig Elo, Hot Rod Williams, Danny Ferry.
Hot Rod Williams off the bench.
Hot Rod.
John Morgan,
Hot Rod was
Jared
pretty good.
Patio. Steve Kerr was on that Cavs team.
There we go. Yeah, Steve Kerr. That's what I was trying to remember.
Mike Woodson was on that Cavs team too. Mike Woodson was on that Cavs team too. I mean, Milos Babic, Derek Chivas. Yeah, they had Larry Nance. They had a good team. It's just that
they had a good team. I remember that team. That team was really solid.
They were. It's just that they lost to tough teams like the Bulls,
like the Knicks and the Bulls. Yeah. They just ran into better team.
Pacers. Yeah.
It's hard to beat Jordan, man.
It is.
Don't the Knicks hate? Don't you hate Jordan? Was it Gideon?
Nah, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type.
You a Knicks fan, right?
I am a Knicks fan. I know Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, sometimes Dennis Rodman, always took our souls in the playoffs. But I don't hate the Bulls.
That Knicks team was tough, though. That era Knicks team was tough. I think that's probably the best team y'all had since the 70s.
Doc Rivers, Pat Ewing, John Starks, Ron Harper, Derek Harper, excuse me. Charles Oakley, Charles Smith, Greg Anthony.
That was a stacked team.
That
was a stacked team. Y'all had, and they was dogs too. They was tough guys too. They weren't soft.
Doc Rivers was on the team, yeah. Pat Riley's the head coach. We had a nice team. It's just that New York just couldn't break through with teams like Chicago, Indiana, Miami sometimes, Houston, San Antonio. I mean, San Antonio, that was with Houston and Sprewell. I mean, you all get the whole point, though. But
And
We just couldn't break
they were
Houston.
rough teams up like the bad boy Pistons too. But they was better. I think they had better center and point guard than some
Yeah.
of those. Well, not point guard, but they had a
Manano
better.
Brogdon, Herb Williams. Yeah, we had a deep team. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Davis. Yeah. Just that because of certain teams and certain execution. Oh my God, Game 6 when Starks got rejected by Hakeem, down by 2, we were shooting 3. Or in '95, Pat Ewing chokes a layup where you could have just threw it. You could have just thrown on the
Yeah,
Boston against the Pacers, Game 7, second round.
yeah,
Oh God. 98, Game 4, we were up by 3. We couldn't rebound. Miller gets an open 3, bang, and we lose in overtime. We lose in 5. Yeah, too many painful memories. 99, we overachieved making the finals as an 8 seed, but we lost to Spurs in 5. I remember Avery Johnson had a baseline shot to get the Spurs to win 78-77, and then Sprewell was in a Spurs straitjacket, no pun intended, and couldn't get up a shot. Yeah, it was painful.
you think if Ewing could have made a difference in that series if he was healthy?
If I would, I mean,
You
if
think
I
he
would
had
have
enough
to
left?
guess, if I would have to guess, I think it helped a little bit, but I don't think it would be in the Spurs anyway. I don't think so. I do think Ewing would have helped a little bit if I would have to guess, but I don't think it would be in the Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs were deep. Jaren Jackson, Jerome Kersey, Sean Elliott, Steve Kerr was on that team. The twin towers for David Robinson and Tim Duncan. I mean, Popish, the head coach. The Spurs were deep.
Yeah, I agree.
Spurs were very deep. We just didn't have enough against that Spurs team. Athletic, bloodhounds on defense. I mean, I remember in Game 2 against the Blazers when the Spurs were down 18 in that game, Sean Elliott almost stepped out of bounds, splash cash to 3 to get the Spurs a 1-point win. I mean, they were deep. Will Perdue, Malik Rose was on that team. Mario Ellie was on that team.
Mario Ellie, yep. Mario Ellie hit some big shots for them too.
Huge. Dagger shots. I mean, Avery Johnson, that team was Gerald King. That team was tough in 99, man. And in your personal opinion, though, let me think of something. In your personal opinion, if the Heat won the championship, where will you rank this Heat run of all time for you?
Me personally, I think it's got a case for number 1. I think it's got a case.
Right.
I think it got a case for the greatest run in history.
Right. From injuries, from being seconds
from everything
away.
right. From everything they had to go through, everything they had to endure to win this championship. It'd be one of the greatest wins in history. One of the greatest, one of the toughest championships ever won.
Right. What do you think, man?
You still there?
What's your names? Before I'm sorry.
I'm OC.
OC and who's on the top of me over me? What's your name, sir? Name, please. My name. You can call me G Money.
Okay. Yeah, I'm OC. I think he might have stepped away or something.
Right. So you say that if the Heat win it all, arguably they'll be number 1 all time.
Okay. Yeah, arguably.
Arguably, okay. Okay, then. That'd be crazy though. That'd be unbelievable though. Remember, you know what really aggravates me when Chris Broussard said Dirk Nowitzki was overrated. What the hell, man?
No, that's cap.
It's disrespectful and wrong.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
The Dirk Nowitzki. If you look at Dirk Nowitzki's career, right? Dirk Nowitzki was a one-time MVP, Finals MVP. I mean, if you look at Dirk's career,
and he had one of the greatest runs in history too.
Exactly. I mean, 14-time All-Star, 4 All-NBA first team, 5 All-NBA second team, 3 All-NBA third team, was in the 50-40-90 club in 07, won a 3-point contest in 06. I mean, he's on the 75th anniversary team.
Probably the biggest upset in finals history.
Arguably in 2011, being the Heat, because unless you're a crazy or passionate Mavericks fan, not the whole nation pretty much was picking the Heat. I mean, he outscored LeBron in the fourth quarter. Miami was down. Excuse me. Dallas was down 15 in the fourth quarter in Miami in Game 2 and 1. Game 4, they were down 9 in the fourth quarter, came back to win. Game 5, they win that too. And Game 6, they virtually blew the Heat out in Game 6 in Miami. They were down 2-1. What's Chris Stroud talking about, man? It's blasphemy.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on, man.
blasphemy. Yeah,
FIBA World Cup MVP, 2-time World Cup top scorer, FIBA Eurobasket MVP, like 6-time Euroscar Player of the Year, 3-time FIBA Eurobasket top scorer, 2-time FIBA Men's Player of the Year. Like, what are we talking about? Dirk Nowitzki is underrated. Dude averaged 21 points per game, 8 boards, 2 assists. Like, the dude was underrated. Killing in the post, fadeaway, Dirk like mid-range, had a feathery jumper as a big. You can make an argument that Dirk Nowitzki is the best shooting big man of all time. I'm saying shooting big man of all time. Dirk
yeah,
Nowitzki.
he got a case for it. Yeah, only somebody who could you possibly say is better. I think he got it. I think he got it.
Yeah, the only guy that comes close as far as stretching the floor is Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, but I think Dirk's a better shooter than Karl Anthony Towns, though.
Agreed, man. But some of these people, man, say some of the stupidest and wrong opinions I ever heard in my life. I mean,
you know what though? Sometimes I think they just be saying stuff just to stir people up.
Exactly, man.
I don't even think he believes that.
Yeah, probably. I remember one time that Max Kellerman said Kawhi Leonard was more clutch than Kobe Bryant. What the fuck? I love Kawhi, but what the fuck?
Kawhi is my boy, but nah, hell no.
Yeah, because he hit it. I mean, Kawhi Leonard's a beast. I love the claw, but just because he hit one game-winning shot against the Sixers in Game 7, come on, man. Like, Pete, start with these knee-jerk reactions, man. Like,
right.
I remember one time Stephen A. Smith said that Spider Mitchell was the best Utah Jazz player of all time. WTF?
Right.
Oh.
Then I think somebody tried to say he was better than Dwayne Wade because of that playoff run.
Oh God.
That just I almost threw it when I heard that.
Bro, don't listen to that, man. Don't listen to that, man. Don't listen to these blasphemy. I don't listen to that crap, man. I don't respect crap like that. It's just lies. There's no facts. There's no context. It's a whole bunch of narrative, man. I mean, I know everyone can have an opinion. That's fine. But even when you have an opinion, it's still a statement, though.
Right.
No, think before you talk, man. Come on. Like, I remember one time Nick Rice said Jokic was the worst MVP, worst MVPs in a while. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Jokic, the one of the worst MVPs? Come on, man.
He's a hater. Everybody knows he's a hater.
Shannon
if it ain't
Sharp,
LeBron, he hates on everybody.
Right. Like Shannon Sharp downgrading LeBron's teammates constantly. Like, I get tired of this. Like Max, I get tired of this crap, man. Like, I remember Jason Williams said one time that Jimmy Butler's run. I love Jimmy Butler, but you're gonna put Jimmy Butler's run over AI's run 01? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? AI's running 01 was precedented. He was going Glock for Glock with Reggie Miller, Glock for Glock with Vince Carter, Glock for Glock with Ray Allen, Glock for Glock with Kobe. What are we talking about?
Yeah, he did.
Look, I love Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler is an animal. But in this playoff run, Jimmy Butler, we actually used the eye test, has been up and down this playoff run.
He has.
AI in 01, yes, he had some blunders here and there, but for the most part, he was crushing teams. And do you know how many great teams he played?
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree.
People need to stop saying these stupid and wrong beliefs, man. Like, yes, everyone can have a different opinion. I don't have a problem with that. But I have a problem when we have an opinion that's not based on facts, based on lies. You're just wrong.
There's something that's just completely illogical, though. Those are the ones I dislike.
Exactly. Like, exactly, man. It's crazy. Like, some people don't have Kobe in the top 10. What the hell? Like,
that's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful.
Kobe's a top 10 player of all time. I'm not saying he's top I'm not saying he's the GOAT. I'm not saying that. But not having Kobe in the top 10, come on, man. Like,
That's
come
flat
on.
out disrespectful. That's flat out
It is.
disrespectful.
It is, man. I mean, scoring champion. I mean, if you look at Kobe Bryant's career, right? 2-time Finals MVP. I mean, rest in peace, Black Mamba. Man, that plane crash is going to hurt. 18-time All-Star. I mean, if you look at Kobe Bryant, I mean, 2-time scoring champ, 9 all defensive first teams, 3 defensive second teams, 2 all NBA third teams, 2 second teams, 11 first teams. I mean, slam dunk champion in 97 was on the 7th anniversary. I mean, Gatorade National Player of the Year. I mean, averaged 25 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, underrated playmaker. Like, I know Kobe has the most missed shots in NBA history. I get that. And I understand the Black Mamba never had his touch after he blew his Achilles out. He was still a good playmaker. People say Kobe couldn't play make, but he do average 5 assists per game. How is he not a good playmaker though?
Right.
And people say Kobe was
those people are the same people that say that LeBron is the most versatile player in history. I don't know about all that. Did people completely forget about defense though? Now I don't know about all that. He's a very versatile. He's a very versatile player. He may be one of the best, but I don't know if I would give him the greatest.
Agreed.
I don't think he's the greatest overall. I mean, like, nah, I don't think so.
I agree with that. I agree with that, man. And the problem I have with some of these people, man, do you hate it when some of these people need to downgrade other stars to uplift the star? You don't need to do that, man. Appreciate the players you have today, man.
Yeah, and when did we start doing that, though? I mean, it used to be where you could just debate a player, this player, that player. It'll end there. But now, guys, whenever they debate, they want to downgrade the player you talking about. They want to hate on them this for that and hate on this for that. Like, it's just crazy to me. You don't need to downgrade. They both have good legacies, man.
You don't need to do that.
It's unnecessary.
Exactly, man. Like, uplift. I get tired of people saying Kobe, Shaq carried Kobe. Like, it's one of the biggest lies in NBA history. Oh, because Shaq won 3 Finals MVPs. If we're going by that logic, did Iggy carry Steph in 2015? If we're going by that logic, right? Did LeBron carry AD in 2020? Did Jordan carry Pippen and Rodman? No. Just because you win a Finals MVP doesn't mean you carried somebody.
Right. Everybody needs, even the greatest needs help. Even the greatest needs help. It's a team sport.
Exactly. If you don't have a team, if you don't have guys that is going to get the piece of the pie and don't execute, and you need a good coach too, you're going to be crying. It ain't going to work.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, man. But this is going to be a great, man. These playoffs have been unbelievable. What is one of your favorite playoff games this year, man? One of your favorite playoff games you have watched this year?
I would have to say, let me think. I like game 1 between the Golden State and the Lakers. I liked that game. That was a good game.
That was a good game too. It was back. I remember the Lakers were up by 14 in the fourth. Warriors stormed back to tie the game, and then Russ had the crazy shot. Poole took a bad 3 at the end. Yeah, another game, and I don't think people talk about this game enough. Another game that I think was underrated this year. I think Sixers and Nets game 3. Remember when Joel Embiid stepped over Nick Claxton that game, and he had that block on Dinwiddie? That was a fun game. And even I thought Warriors and Kings game 1 was awesome.
Warriors and Kings was
game 1. Oh boy, that was fireworks that night. De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry going mano a mano, Glock for Glock. I mean,
game one with my Clippers and the Suns was a good game too.
It was juicy. Knicks Cavs game 1 was fun. I mean, also I thought Heat Bucks game 4 and 5 was awesome. I mean, another game that I thought was great, and I don't think people talk about these games enough. Grizzlies Lakers game 4 went to overtime. Awesome. Awesome. It was awesome. The Kings Warriors game 4, when Barnes missed that 3 at the end, it would have won the Kings the game, and Curry had
Oh
the
yeah, I remember
Chris
that one. I
Webber
remember that
moment.
one.
Yeah, Chris Webber, when Steph had that Chris Webber. I love me some Steph Curry. Steph Curry is great. I'm saying when Steph Curry had that Chris Webber moment, not knowing, throwing a timeout, not having time, that almost cost the Warriors the game. But Harrison Barnes can give the gift to his former Warrior buddy of missing a 3. Another great game. I thought Knicks Heat game 3 was great. Game 6, I'm sorry, was great. Excuse me, game 6 was great. It's been some awesome games these playoffs. I thought T-Wolves Nuggets game 4 and 5 was absolute bangers. I mean, Hawks Celtics game 5, and Trey had the game winning 3-ball. Cold blooded Trey tearing TD Garden. Man, this has probably been one of the best playoffs in a while, man.
Yeah, it's been good. It's some good games that happened. Yeah, I agree.
Unforgettable games, man. Unforgettable. Like a play here, a rebound here. Yeah.
Because this year had it was a good amount of parity in the league this year.
Big time. You didn't know who was going to win. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody could have won it. I think a lot of teams that didn't make it this far, if they were just healthy, they could have did it.
It's possible. Another good game, Sixers Celtics game. Woman Harden had the 45 piece, had that dagger 3 over Al Horford. I mean, without Joel Embiid, that was an awesome game there.
Yeah, and they worked their tail off in that game.
And they were down by 12 in that game too. And when Atlanta beat Boston in game 5, that was without DeJounte Murray because he got suspended that game.
Yeah, I remember.
It was bumping to a ref. I mean, even Clippers and Suns, I'm sorry, game 4, game 3 and game 5 were absolute bangers too. I mean, wow. These playoffs have just been unbelievable, man. I want to ask you, do you think we'll ever get another 8 seed in the NBA Finals ever or no?
I think it'll happen, but we might not see it. I don't think it's going to happen no time soon.
Good point.
But it could. It could.
Right. Nuggets, Lakers. I know go ahead.
Because there's parity in the league right now, and it can happen.
It's very possible. And even though the Lakers and Nuggets was a sweep, games 1, 2, and 4 were awesome. The Nuggets-Lakers series, I know the Lakers got swept, but games 1, 2, and 4 was awesome in that Lakers-Nuggets series.
Right.
I mean, wow, these series have just been awesome. And even the finals, game 2 in this series, classic. I mean, man, I can't wait for more. Get your popcorn ready, everybody. Get your popcorn ready. Get your soda ready. Get your track shoes on. It's going to be a wild finish in the NBA Finals, man.
Absolutely. Man. It's been good talking to you, man. I'm gonna go and hang it up, man.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you on here again.
Right. Stay safe, OC. Stay safe, everyone. And also subscribe to my show, The Last Laugh Podcast. Just want to